What do you think of Roller Girl?
She's great.
Yeah. Would you like to do it?
Have sex?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'd love to. She's really foxy.
No, I bet your ass she is.
You're officially out of lines, Jack.
Well, I'll pick up some for you tomorrow, son. Come here, darling. I want you to go over there and sit on the couch with Eddie.
Here we go. Are we gonna fuck?
Oh, yes.
Well, wait a minute. Are you ready?
Yeah, are you?
Oh, yeah.
Are you gonna take your skates off?
I don't take my skates off. And don't fucking come in.
Okay.
Aim it at her tits.
Ron and Fez show. Thank you, MC5. Ron Bennington, Fez Whatley. Hello, Kevin. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Thank God Pepper's back.
Yes, Pepper's back as October goes on. The nightmare of the 70s over. We're back into the 60s with Pepper again. 866-RON-0-FEZ. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Fez, I know you had a whirlwind weekend. You look all disheveled. You going to be okay today?
I'm going to be fine today. Thank you.
Thank God. I'm glad to hear it. All right. Not only is Pepper back on the openings, but raves. Absolute raves about the high society run-in show over the weekend. That's Bronx Johnny, Pepper, and their friend Chris. Is it Chris? Is that his name? Chris, who to me, the cornerstone of the show. Chris, the guy that we don't know, the cornerstone. That's the shocking part of it. Earl, were you in here with the boys the other night?
No, I was not.
Yeah. Well, did you listen?
Yeah, I caught last hour and a half or so.
Fez, did you listen?
No, I missed High Society this weekend.
How could you miss it? These are your guys. These are your children.
Yeah, I was not near my XM this weekend.
You know, the XM can travel with you. It can go with you. That's the beauty of it. I know you're in Florida. Fez, it's a satellite. Now, let me just play a little something that Anthony brought up about the Ron and Fez staff. And, you know, I don't like to pull stuff from O&A's show. I figure that's their show. But this is important enough to share with you. So this is Anthony talking about the Ron and Fez staff. Why don't we have it, Earl?
You got to give credit where it's due. The good Dr. Bennington, he is able to extract talent from people that people just can't see.
Yeah.
He works on another level. He sees talent in sort of an infrared, like certain animals can see at night.
Yeah.
That's how Ron Bennington sees talent.
Yeah.
And people that we just throw to the wayside as useless
Right.
pieces of shit, trash, garbage, just nothings, get picked up and just are amazing.
Now, see, here's the thing. This is the big difference. And O&A have a staff the size of the Spanish Armada. I mean, their staff just goes on and on and on. We have a small staff, but a staff that hustles. Basically, it's the type of staff that Tom Cruise would put together to pull off an impossible mission. Everybody has a job. Everybody's moving. We could have an intern in here for 5 days. They have responsibilities. Well, you turn around and you look at O&A staff, and there's literally thousands of them, but they've got nothing to do, and it's like a union job. You see guys sitting around eating their lunch during the show, and they're not paying attention. Our staff is moving, grooving. The other thing is, I only hire bastard children. Right away, I want to know, do you have a father? And if not, I can mold you. I can make you work. Pepper Hicks, dadless. Of course, well, it goes without saying, Bronx Johnny, no dad. Why would he be living up there?
Sure.
So, you know, you bring them in, and we give these kids something that I think O&A can't give their staff, and that's love. We literally love them until we bring out the best in them. We love them. We nurture them. That Bronx Johnny didn't speak English when I met him. He had no hair on his head. He was sickly. I sat there every day, fed him with an eyedropper. Why, Fezzy? Love.
Yeah.
Love. Where I can take these boys off the street, give them a warm meal, love them unconditionally. Where, you know, the fact that we say we love our guys. O&A can't even say they love their chicks. It's impossible for Brother Joe's never heard that from Anthony. He's never heard I love you. Don's never heard that. Opie, with his 42 Irish brothers and sisters, and I mean, there's just a ton of them. And, you know, they all, you know how the Irish are. They try to use that rhythm method. It never works. They can't say they love each other. Now, our boys came out, high society over the weekend. First time out, hit a home run. I'm not even fuzzy. I'm not even saying they were good for interns doing the show. They were just a damn good show. Now, Sam and Than, rich children, basically they come in here. Princeton, one's from Princeton, the other one's from Brown. It's easier to get in, but it's still Ivy League. And Dave, come on in here. You'll back me up on this. These are rich boys. Both their fathers and mothers each are presidents and CEOs of very, very large Fortune 500. They get on the show, they stumble, they bumble. They don't know what they're doing. Am I correct about that?
Absolutely. Yeah, they're a little too tight in their britches, and, you know...
Everything's been handed to them.
When you are working on 202, and you're not Ron Bennington, Fez Whatley, Opie, or Anthony, and you have a Rolex...
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
To me, it's offensive, and in fact, it makes you less hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And my problem with Fan Sam is there's no hunger to be great anymore.
Well, of course not. Number one, Fan, we know the kid takes a helicopter to work. That's ridiculous. Right. Sam, for no apparent reasons, got the hottest little chick in the world. Hand it to him. Hand it to him.
Ron, have you seen Sam's shoes? And this is no bullshit.
Yeah.
He has custom-made Sam shoes that he's wearing as we speak.
See, that's ridiculous.
Swear to Jesus on
Rich
that.
boys. And I told my guys, I told Pepper and Pepper, no money at all. You know, he's trying to sue the city, and God bless him from that. I hope it works out. His mother did a slip and fall. Fantastic idea. Whatever you got to do to make ends meet, you do it. Bronx Johnny, his brother gets shot and killed. Doesn't miss a day of work. These kids, they have a hunger like you wouldn't believe. So, of course, they're going to want up more. Of course, they're going to show prep and come in here. And I told him, I said, look at Sam and Thin. I said, take dead aim on the rich boys and take them down. Now, because of that, our boys went in there and did a great show.
They slayed.
I
listened to it. I listened to the whole show.
Of course you did. Everybody here did, except for Fez. He travels. Now, were you traveling in a coffin, Fez?
No, I was not. An airliner, about the same thing.
Okay. You'd be perfect. You know what? You should be executive producer of the Sam Than Show. Very, very rich boy. Grew up a Lutheran. All right, so come on in here, Sam and Than, and I'm going to put the challenge out. And I won't even, I know normally I should be talking to your attorneys or whatever's going on.
Look at the shoes.
But let me see the shoes, Sam.
Show them the shoes.
What are they, solid gold?
No, these are Chuck Taylors that say "Not Sam" on a tag, given to me as a gift.
From who?
My lovely girlfriend.
She is lovely, too. She's fantastic. How did you get her?
I worked for her.
Bullshit. She was handed to you.
What do you mean?
Yes.
Money.
She was handed to you. All right, did you guys have a chance to hear my voice over the weekend?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. What did you think?
I mean, I called in kind words because I wanted to boost them up a little.
Quarter after 2?
I catch it when I can catch it.
What happened? Where were you all weekend? Hamptons?
No, I wasn't. I had a party I had to attend.
I'm sure you did. Was it a coming out party? Some young Deb?
Was it was the party thrown by Billy Joel?
No, it was not thrown by Billy Joel.
Is your girlfriend Billy Joel's daughter?
No, she is not Billy Joel's daughter.
And where do you live, by the way? You live right around here, right?
Yeah.
You live in Midtown.
Striking distance, sure.
Yeah. You live in Midtown.
Midtown?
Manhattan.
It's a studio.
So is this. And I'd live here in a heartbeat. All right.
A modest studio.
Yeah, it's a modest studio because his dad is the producer of Modest Mouse.
It looks like Woody Allen's studio apartment in Manhattan with the staircase.
When he says it's studio, it's the same way that Paramount is a studio. It's lovely. All right, well, here's the Afro Challenge I'm putting out.
All right.
And you can take this back to O&A.
Mm-hmm.
My guys against you guys. Any Saturday Night Virus, and we let the listeners decide. We flip a coin, which show goes first, and then we let the listeners decide. Now, this gives you a chance to go back to O&A and go like this. We don't know radio. Would you teach us? Would you take us under our wings? So now, really, O&A, it's kind of like that they are going to be taking care of ragtag, like any movie out there, like Mighty Ducks or whatever.
Right.
Except for they've got to take rich kids and whip them into being great broadcasters.
I don't know where you're getting these ideas about us from.
I get them from Than, where he said to Lily, I'm too rich and lazy to fuck you. Why don't you blow me? When she told me that, oh, it just broke my heart. So there's a challenge. You can take it back to... Now, I know that you don't speak directly to O&A. The staff is too big. I don't know whether you've got to go through Steve or how that works.
Send an email.
But somehow get word to O&A. Even though they can't pick you out of the lineup. There's the Afro Challenge.
We're all about on-the-job training. We train as we do a radio show.
Right.
That's how we try to grow.
And it's showing.
I don't...
Oh,
no,
good, so
but
we're getting better.
See, here's the thing. The radio show takes place in here, not wherever you guys are. I see you guys wandering around the city during the O&A show. And, you know, I think it's great that that Opie's giving people work. But what happens when they finally cut him loose? These guys are going to have zero skills. Now, I don't see you leaping at this challenge.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah, but you know why you're not leaping and saying, goddamn right? Because you're not hungry. You're full. You come to work full every day.
In a handsome cab.
With your well, it's a good-looking cab anyway. But with your fancy shoes and your fantastic girlfriend and your beautiful studio apartment on 56th Street.
Custom-made sweatshirts.
I didn't know they had that.
Yeah. Sam gets it done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like my clothes a certain way.
Now, Dave, if I would have put this challenge up to you, how quick before you've been yelling, fuck yeah?
I would be on the table with my cock out, probably.
I know you would.
Mr. Bennington, throw a cowbell at my cock to make this happen.
That's true. And Opie and Anthony know that because if they call Dave into their show, he's so excited, he comes running into the studio pissing in his own mouth. Just going, I can't believe I'm on your show. Where these guys, you know, if you ever hear them, like Anthony will go, Than, get in here. Oh, where is he now? Oh, he had to go out to lunch. They can't even find their own guys because they have a thing, you know, O&A go for breeding. And I believe just the opposite. I say, give me the hunger. All these guys are Ivy League from their staff, and it shows.
Well, Dave and I and Sam have a different skill set. We don't. Our cocks don't
Please
necessarily.
don't put me into the rich boy fraternity.
Let him speak his word. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, we could keep our genitals in our pants for 10 seconds.
I know.
So we try to rely on other things. I mean, he's very good at the producing his cock, but.
And he's very good at anything because he wants to do well. Where you guys, you don't need to.
Look, if these kids from high society want to get into their very first radio war.
Oh my God! Listen to the socials. Why don't you guys just do this? Why don't you run around and here's what you could do. Get your parents to buy you a brand new radio station so you can work out as you're working for this. They're the socials.
Absolutely.
Where I got my boys, Pony Boy and Daryl and Dally, and they're all ready to come in here. Soda Pop, all of them are ready to do the work.
And I think Pepper could drown Sam in a fountain in about 15 seconds.
Well, he didn't drown him. He actually stabbed him. I don't want to give away the movie. But there was no drowning.
Put him in the fountain.
Didn't you notice that there was blood all in the fountain? Yeah, that's not from drowning.
Oh.
He didn't drown him until he bled.
I always think of that as drowning, but
we still have plenty of hunger just because, you know, we had a more comfortable upbringing. It doesn't mean...
really, Thurston and Lovey?
Yeah.
So when are you going to, guys... Are you up for the challenge?
Of course. Anytime.
Right. Now, have your lawyers get a message to O&A. Have them check with Bob Eatman, and Bob Eatman will talk to O&A and say that the Afro Challenge is out there.
All right.
All right?
It's on.
And then after that, say the next thing, O&A need to cut their staff by 50%. Just slice it in half so they can pay attention to the other 50%.
That will go out in the memo.
All right. First of all, thanks for coming in. This was Dynamite Radio. This was great radio.
They're added, I think, because they wear an ascot around the house. It makes them so laid back.
You know what I want to do with these two guys, Dave? Yeah. Get your cock out and chase them both out of the room. Chase them out of the room with your cock. There they go. Cock. Take your cock out and chase them. There, Dave. Chase them out. Chase them out. Look at them run. Look at them run.
Take it off. Take it off.
You gotta love David.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta love David.
And they fear the cock.
Yeah.
Rich boy!
Yeah.
You gotta put the rich boy in place.
By the way, those are the dumbest underwear in history.
I know.
They look like bad junior high school gym shorts.
I know. They're so bad. She
what? She what?
Now it's her fault.
Not doing the laundry again?
No. I didn't mean she. I just meant me. That they're a combination of briefs and boxers, but like I don't understand. So they're boxer length, but they're brief tight on you. So it just makes you extra hot. I'm boiling like right now. Like I need to. Holy fuck!
Way to go! Way to put those guys to the run too. And notice how they ran out of here.
Oh, they couldn't wait.
And they came in here giving nothing. Now, if O&A call any of our guys in here, they come in on the O&A show with radio gold every single time.
They come in like gangbusters, and there was no way they would leave in the face of a cock.
I wish if one of their guys would have tried to chase Dave with his cock, Dave would have been on his knees, ready to take that thing on immediately.
I would have been.
Thanks, Dave.
I wish O&A would hire me as a consultant, and I would come in here dropping the axe on maybe 70% of that staff. I mean, obviously, you're going to keep Danny. He's the real deal.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're going to keep B-Rock because he'll cry if he gets taken out.
Yeah.
By the way, he bypassed you and asked me to his wedding today.
Oh, really?
He had a very uncomfortable moment with that. He says
awkward.
His dad made him.
So awkward.
Yeah.
I tried to stop that.
Yeah, I know you did. As an executive producer, Fez, we took you off the music today. You're great in a coffin, but everything else, we got problems with. And right now, I'm looking at Bronx Johnny after that big show over the weekend. Earl, you know what it's like to have a show out there no one cares about. When you did the Black Rock Coalition show, when did that happen?
Almost 2 years ago.
And you shit the bed, you never got asked back again. The boys wrote to me, and here's what I wrote back to them. Go in there, do a professional show. No drunk run-ins by the O&A staff and the Ron and Fez staff. I don't want to hear you doing inside shit, going out of your way to just be silly and inside. Look, I go, don't be Earl. Don't screw the pooch. And that's all I had to say to him. There wasn't any other direction beside that. And they came through gangbusters. Jack, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie. I didn't hear Sam and Sam plug the O&A show one time. And any time your guys go on their show, first words out of their mouth. Ron
Absolutely.
And Fez,
and you know why? Because Sam and Sam, rich boys that they are, expect everything handed to them.
Yeah.
Everything is handed to them.
And I'm just not sure that they even care about Mr. GH and Mr. Anthony.
No.
Because they're so much into their yachts and caviar that they could give a fuck even about the very show that they work for.
Exactly. Where my staff will sit around on the weekends and go like this, I wonder what Ron's doing.
All the time.
I wonder what Ron's up to.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, Bronx Johnny will go, hey, I drew this for you over the weekend, and it's like me doing something. It's an artwork. It's not very good. But I put it up on the refrigerator, and I act like it's good.
Right.
And then before you know it, he comes back and does a great show.
Well, for me, the key word with the Ron Fez show always has been encouragement.
Yeah.
And, you guys just help us out. You guys
Positive
help
reinforcement.
That's what it is.
That's where you got to be for you. And then sooner or later, you're able to walk on your own. Or a lot of times, Dave, you won't even flush. Well, you have to come in and went, oh, that's a good one.
Just tell me what to
wave
do.
Wave goodbye, flush it, wave. And, we act like we're happy with you.
A lot of times I don't know any better. And you guys come in and say, this is how you act in a social situation.
Oh, and they have a giant staff. And what do they get from those guys? What do they get? Obviously, they're going to get stuff from Danny. The kid's amazing. He could be one of us. But other than that, what do they get?
I don't know. I mean, how long could Line of the Day possibly take to put together?
For 40 people? 40 people are sitting there working on it?
I don't know what they do. It's a mystery.
And that's why our guys were able to go in there and crush. And crush. Did you hear back from Wiki?
No, I have not heard back from Wiki on this because he's embarrassed.
Why don't you do this? Write an email, sign it from Wiki, and say, way to go, you guys are right, I was wrong. Bring me more talent. Love Wiki. I put love. Because, again, we're not afraid to say love on this show.
I've heard it.
We give love to our staff.
I heard it over 24 times last Thursday. Alone.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now, the coffin show, Fez, you did fantastic. Earl, not quite so fantastic.
Was not getting in that box. I freaked out, and I was just losing it. The whole idea of the coffin was, I had nightmares all week.
Here's how I will go it. Fez was better in the coffin. You were funnier in the coffin. I almost fucking died when you went face first into that coffin and then passed out. Every fucking time we do something with Earl, he passes out. And then you're worried it's a we for a we contest where, I'm going to later have to explain why I demand that my guys throw a black producer into a coffin and he died.
I was lifted up by my by my boxer shorts, flipped over, and the first thing I saw was first of all, blackness, and then the next whiff was...
That's what I saw, too.
Formaldehyde, and I completely lost my mind. I started...
Why do you faint so easy? You can never get mugged. Because you will faint and wake up and be raped. You'll be butt-fucked.
I just had this blast of air just went completely down my throat. I could not breathe, and then I just lost consciousness.
I would say you're playing possum, but you're not playing. You're actually a dead possum when this thing...
Do possums faint or pretend they fainted?
I thought they pretended that they fainted.
And Earl just reinvented human biology by saying a blast of air went into my mouth, and then I couldn't breathe.
It doesn't make sense.
With all that air in there.
Oh, yeah. I think he's saying he hyperventilated that he just swallowed so much oxygen. Because as he was laying there when he was passed out, I just saw his back heaving, which was great news because I knew he wasn't dead.
Yeah, I mean, forget that I got dumped on my head. It was...
But we had to get you in.
Arch, you're on Ron and Fez.
My buddies, how are you?
What do you say, my friend?
I'd like to say that the listeners of your show do more than the O&A staff do. Just look at volume 1 of the Ron Bennington's Line of the Day book.
I cannot say enough about that book, by the way. I am planning on doing another book signing. First edition of the book, totally sold out.
There was only one of them.
Yeah, and it's gone. It is gone, ladies and gentlemen. You can't get it.
Forget about hardcover. I've never even seen Sam and Than get anything in paperback.
No.
So really, what use are they?
They really do nothing for O&A.
Not even a leaflet.
Yeah. And it's time for O&A to start trimming that staff.
School is open.
And turn that into a tight, fast-moving machine.
Well,
Arch, you're the best. Thanks for sounding like Voss.
See ya.
All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right, Father Nikolai is going to help us out. Hello, Father. How are you?
Okay.
What can we do for you today, sir?
Is this Ron?
Yes, it is.
Who's it?
Ron and Fez show, the show that you called, Father.
Yeah, who's this?
I'm going to put you on hold and have our guy talk to you. It's the Ron and Fez show. Did we call Father Nikolai at home? Is that what happened there?
He sounds a little confused.
No, he called us.
What's that?
He called us.
Talk to him for a couple minutes off the air, and then tell him we'll talk to him on another day. He didn't. He just hung up on him. There's our step. That's the one problem that we're having right now. It's Bitsy.
You can't hang up. That guy signed my wedding certificate.
I know. In a very angry way, he just hung up on him. Why do you do that, Bitsy? Why are you moving from a place of anger every single day? What's wrong with you?
The anger blocks my judgment,
I know it does.
Yeah, and I just don't focus.
He's a priest, though.
Yeah, he is. He's a priest. Not a Catholic priest, though.
No, that's right. He's Greek.
By the way, remember how I told you I have nuns living on my street? Monks are now there. Monks in white robes.
Really? Do they have the monk haircuts?
I don't know, because he was wearing, like, the thing over his head.
Oh, he's wearing the hood.
Yeah, but I did not think, the monk haircut is kind of like Fez's, where it's shaved on the side and then you have some on the top.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think they have that.
Oh.
Well, don't get upset. He's still a monk. Now, I'm glad that you're here, Dave. I wanted to tell you this little story. So the other night, I take the family out to WD-50. You guys ever heard of that? If you watch the Food Network, you're kind of familiar with this guy Wiley. He does like a scientific approach to food.
Yeah, I have heard of it.
Fantastic food. And you get something like, I think there was 12, including desserts, like 12 different courses came in. And they're all small, and it's called the Taster's Menu.
Mm-hmm.
And it's expensive, but it's fascinating. So you're getting, like, they have like fried mayonnaise, things that you would never have before. There was these things called pizza pellets where it was like little things of sand that you would eat, and it would taste like a pepperoni pizza. Fascinating.
Wow.
Out of this world, terrific. But I'm sitting 2 tables down from somebody that you happen to adore, Dave. And it's to me, it's the mystery of redheads. Why do the guys look like Dave? And the women redheads are so damn beautiful. And it was Julianne Moore.
Oh, my God, I love her.
And I'm telling you right now, she was like a little princess. Like a beautiful little princess.
She steals almost every P.T. Anderson film.
Yeah, I know. And I'm thinking to myself, and when I saw her, like, I was, oh, Jesus Christ, she's fucking unbelievable. But then I'm going, why can't Dave get that role? Why do the women get it and the guys do not? It's not fair.
Like, her skin is like porcelain, where Dave's is very blotchy and spotted and...
Yeah, but you know, she's freckled, too. It's not just, like, straight white.
Yeah.
She's very freckled, but it's gorgeous. I mean, she has everything that Dave deals with that's a problem for him is perfect.
She has the exact same shoulder freckles that I do, whereas our shoulders almost look like a snake.
Yeah.
It's very, reptilian, but for some reason people find that sexy, and mine is gross.
You should have been kept in a bubble like John Travolta. You should have been the boy in the bubble. Your mom not let you out. Now, I mentioned that to a mutual friend of ours, and Fez, one of your med buddies.
Oh, okay.
And she says to me, name dropper. I go, well, that's not name dropping. I saw someone in a restaurant. It would be name dropping if I said, oh, she's my friend for no apparent reason. But I didn't approach her. I don't have I'm not in business with her.
Yeah, the only way name dropping works is if you drop the name in an unrelated story. If the celebrity is the story, then it can't be name dropping.
All right, well, there you go, Fezzy. Here's somebody that we're nothing but proud of, Mr. Bronx Johnny. Hello, Johnny.
Hey, what's going on, boss?
You, my friend.
Oh, man.
Still celebrating.
Way to hit the ball hard, way to hit it long. Way to go deep.
Thanks, boss. I just want to call and thank everybody, especially you and Fez, for the opportunity.
Please, you don't have to thank us. See, this is something O&A staff has never done for them. They've never thanked O&A. You know what I say to O&A? Shake them off. Shake them off, yeah. I put out the Afro Challenge to you guys about taking on Sam and Than, by the way.
Oh, God.
And destroying them.
I love Than and Sam.
Right. I know. You're just as vicious as I am about that. Good. That's it. Get your game head on. I love it, Johnny. I love it. Now, you'll be happy to know that they've been cock chased out of here by Dave earlier. There they go. They're trying to leave. Cock chase them.
There we go.
Chase them, Dave.
Get the cock out.
Get it on them. Get it on them. There it is. Send them back in.
They can't even get out the door.
Yeah, send them back in. Keep them in there for the rest of the show, Dave. Do not let them out.
I guess, hey, man, if it is what it is, game on, then.
Game on. That's the way I love it, brother.
Nice, Johnny.
Game on.
Oh, man. I was watching the dude right now, and I was like, oh, shit, I think they on today, man. I forgot. Oh, shit.
All right, Johnny.
All right, man. I'll catch y'all later.
All right, talk to you later. Enjoy your marijuana. There's a young man who has got every right to be proud. Way to chase him back, Dave.
I had to.
Yeah, way to chase him back.
I had to.
Yeah.
Don't they understand? This isn't Soch turf.
That's right.
This is the other side of the tracks. They can hang out at the bullpen.
Right. At Sochville.
That's Sochville.
Yeah.
With the banks.
That's the north side.
Yeah, and all the nice things. The the ice cream shop and everything. You come over here, you get the gas station, you get the heat.
That's right. That's where the grease is.
That's right.
Yeah. And I'll tell you something right now. We stick together. A lot of times we'll sit around watching Mickey Mouse and eating a chocolate cake.
That was the best.
You know what I'm saying, Tidbit? Or Two-Bit?
I know.
Where's this song? Or why wouldn't you be playing this song? Why wouldn't you be producing? I don't want to tell you how to executive produce, Fez, but you really need to do a little extra work.
I will get on them.
This just reminded me of something. After Dally died, and he started writing that journal, and it ended up becoming the book. Oh, yeah. As I left the movie theater into the bright sun, please forget about it. Do you know that Francis Ford Coppola finally has a new movie coming out after all these years?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. This has been an unbelievable year for movies. Unbelievable.
I'm interested to see it.
I saw the movie that Ben Affleck directed over the weekend, Gone Baby Gone.
Really? Mm-hmm. And was it good?
It was good. It was not near the accolades that Polo threw to it.
Okay.
The movie of the century. The greatest director is Ben Affleck. It was more like a cop / private eye movie where, you're going through this mystery or whatever. And for that kind of movie, it was really, really good.
I'm interested to see it, but I still want to see the Brad Pitt cowboy.
I love that one.
Before that. Yeah, I've seen Into the Wild.
That was the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Sheepy.
Yeah, I want to check out that flick first and foremost.
Well, the same kid, Ben Affleck's little brother, Casey Affleck, stars in that, as well as Gone Baby Gone. This is his year.
He's talented as hell.
He's good as hell. He is good as hell. But I got like a couple, small beefs with it, but I'm gonna let those go.
That's fine. I don't have any problem if you have a few faults, as long I have the French outlook on film.
Really, what's that?
As long as the big picture is good, a few flaws or a bad ending will not ruin the movie.
That's why you can leave Transformers going. That's awesome. That is awesome.
I did see it over the weekend.
What did you think?
I loved it.
A near perfect film.
I didn't want to say it. I was like, I've been hoping you weren't going to bring it up.
Yeah.
Because I heard how much.
I just found it to be an embarrassment. Nobody was even shocked that cars were turning in. It didn't even become a national story.
And I mean, there were two of the worst lines I've ever heard in cinema history, but the special effects I thought were a knockout.
I am tired of people bragging about special effects. I was all impressed with special effects in, let's say, 91, 92. It's fucking 15 years later. I can't sit around going, the movie was awful, but you really now believe a man can fly. I no longer care about that. Earl, have you seen any movies lately?
No, not lately. The last movie I saw was...
Me and you should go see American Gangster. That's the big black film coming out. The trailer looks amazing. This has been my favorite film year since 99. And I think I've bitched every year till then. Well, last year, when we did our top 10 list, I think I only had 7. Mm-hmm. I could not... And most of them were documentaries.
Yeah.
But this year, I think the last 5 or 6 films that I saw... I left going, man, that was really cool. That was a lot of fun.
And you still haven't even seen the Coen Brothers' new film yet, nor the new P.T. Anderson, which both look sensational. I'm trying not to overhype myself.
I know. There's so many films. There's probably 10 films I still want to see between now and December.
I mean...
And I haven't had a year like that in forever. I
haven't seen one in a while, but my favorite so far this year was Year of the Dog with Molly Shannon.
I don't know what to say to you. I saw it. Here is Don. Don, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, how you doing today, buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, just want to know if you're thinking the same thing I am. What were the 2 bad lines in Transformers? I think I got one of them.
When one of the guys was talking to Optimus Prime and said, why do you want to save the humans? And Optimus Prime said... because they need to be saved. And the other robot said, well, humans are so vicious and violent and primitive. And Optimus Prime goes, weren't we once? And you're like, wait a second. First of all, not only is that corny, but the whole movie is about giant robots who constantly battle.
Yeah.
So they're still violent.
Yeah, it doesn't. And I mean, you really are... in a fucking sore place when you have to come out with the worst fucking lines in that film. It was just... I guess if you were 6, it would be fun and cool. But what I don't understand is people that are 26 or 36 saying that it's fun and cool.
Well, if you were in... I'm 30, and I grew up with the Transformers cartoon, so maybe, because seeing it in live action was just like the thrill of a lifetime.
I understand. I grew up with Santa Claus, but I can't go running out... to fucking Fred Claus or whatever that shit is. Anyway, we'll move on from there. Big weekend. Boston Red Sox. And I hate to say this, Dave, you called it when it was 3-1. You said if the Sox win tonight, they will win the next 2 games when they get back to Boston. You called it all.
I said, if Cleveland didn't beat them at home, they were going to go home and get destroyed by the Bo Sox.
What is it with the loser city of Cleveland that the second Jim Brown left that town, which was what, 66, 65, Earl?
65, yeah.
65, he walked out. I don't think they've had a good day since. I don't think in the last 42 years, things have gone their way. That's a long fucking drought. Have they won anything in 42 years?
Not a championship. They won a couple of. They won a pennant in '97.
But any of their teams?
No, the football team. Remember they kept blowing the AFC championship.
The Cavs, nothing.
Right? Cavs,
No.
nothing.
Definitely not the Cavs.
It's been a rough fucking half a decade for Cleveland.
Yeah, and it's just weird. I think part of Cleveland maybe because they seem to be a little bit of bandwagoners. Like I said,
I think it's overall a good sports town. There's good sports history there. It's a lunch bucket town, a blue-collar town.
But when I saw that sign, again, and I hate to bring it up, but about them trashing LeBron in Jacobs Field where the Indians play, I thought karma came around and bit him on the ass.
Yeah, but that's one fucking sign. Don't act like the city of Cleveland decided to put up that sign. And I agree. It's an asshole fucking thing to attack the other sport during this sport. But so many times Cleveland was supposed to win in 97. They looked very, very good this year. They were shutting the Sox down. Of course, LeBron's run last year. The Browns have had a couple of things with, remember with the Bernie Kosar, there was history against them. That was the drive.
And Ernest Biner with the famous fumble.
It's just a rough fucking town. Things happen to them. Steve, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Today's a dark day, man. Indians lose again. We had the Cavs get swept. I grew up in Cleveland, live in Columbus. Buckeyes got beat in both national championships.
Yeah, it's rough.
I went to Ohio State. It's been just brutal.
Yeah, it's a tough one for you. And I'll tell you, I don't think Ohio State's going to hold on this year, Fuzzy.
I know it's setting up for that Ohio State-Michigan game, and for them to let us down on that last game. I don't know if I'm ever going to recover from this year. That's all been in 1 year.
I know. You got to be really careful with yourself and your heart.
I don't know what I'm going to do today.
Yeah, you've got to hold on to yourself. And you know what? I'm not going to sit here and run down the city of Cleveland. It's a proud city. It's right there in the middle of the Rust Belt. It used to be something. Things have happened to it over the years. Here's Andrew. Andrew, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Good. What can we do for you?
Well, I just want to say, with all the Ohio teams, they've been really sucking lately. You look at Ohio State last year, they lost basketball and football. The Cavs make it all the way, they lose. Indians can't even do it. Browns, they speak for themselves.
Right.
It's just terrible how all of them are doing lately.
Yeah, it's, and I don't want to say that the city should lose all their teams, but maybe we're at that point right now. Maybe it's best just to stop this and pull the plug.
That's what happens there. The Browns leave the first time, they go and win a title in Baltimore.
Yeah, as the Ravens. Yeah. That had to be like being shot. I had to feel like you were shot. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, the city of Cleveland really hasn't won a major championship since '48 when the Indians won the World Series.
The tribe. The poor tribe. Here's Sean. Sean, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, real quick, that whole anti-LeBron thing in Cleveland, that was due because he's a Yankees fan. He's wearing a Yankees hat in Jacobs Field.
Well, you got to know something about the hip-hop kids. They wear things just because of the colors.
Yeah, it was just...
They don't understand fandom.
He was just trying to match.
Yeah.
We cut him some slack.
Now, while we're talking about everything that's gone wrong in Cleveland, look at the year Boston's having. All of a sudden, the Red Sox are in the World Series... Patriots couldn't look any better.
And don't forget the Celtics are the odds-on favorite to win the East because they got Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen in the offseason. So, great. It's going to be a Boston trifecta this year.
You're really going that far?
I think I hate to say... Look, I'm in New York. I'm a Yankees fan. I think Boston's the best sports city, and their reign is going to last forever because the Pats... when will the Pats lose?
Yeah. First of all, the last year, they should have... If they don't fucking lose that, they don't have the big comeback against the Colts, they won the Super Bowl last year.
I know.
They would have won it.
And Boston College, number 2 in the BCS, so they're in the national championship game.
Here is Ace. Ace, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, boys? Fezzy,
Yeah.
I want to know, who do you want in the World Series? I want to bet against you.
Yeah, you know what, Fezzy? I don't even want you picking World Series. You don't understand it. You don't know what you're doing. And You got another coffin day coming your way for the Bucks, and you claim that Molly Shannon did the fucking film of the year.
That one I'm sticking by. Bucks lose.
Oh, don't even say it. Seriously, Fuzzy, I'm trying to bring you back in. I want it more than anything.
So and
I'm pulling for you, brother.
Thank you.
I'm pulling for you.
I appreciate it.
But I'm trying to teach you how not to get the other boys laughing at you. We're in the middle of a movie conversation. You bring up a really bad Molly Shannon movie with the guy who directed it did Chuck and Buck.
Oh, I know that guy.
Yeah.
That guy was just on The Dog Whisperer. I was watching The Dog Whisperer, and he had like a problem with his little fucking German Shepherd.
For some reason, Frenchie just pulled her breast out. And that's why I think the next time Fez goes in a coffin, it should be on Frenchie's room.
All right.
Because that got a lot of hurt feelings last Friday. And I don't see your chick ever pulling her breast out for us. Well, for you, maybe. Not for the rest of us.
Well, she's a classy person. Not the Frenchie isn't.
Yeah, it seems like you act like Frenchie wasn't when you said that.
Seemed like a shot.
Yeah, it did. Didn't it, Fez?
It was a total shot.
Was it just a tiny shot, right?
Yeah, it was one over the bow.
No, she likes to keep it clean. Not that Frenchie doesn't like to keep it clean.
That's wrong.
Now that's a definite shot.
Pitsy, why next time you pick Frenchie's room, okay?
Yeah, we'll definitely switch over to her next time.
And you know why, right?
Why's that?
Because Casey and HTG, they never take their breast out. It never happens. Well, look now, French. Look over at French now.
I'm not going to.
Yeah. Here is Rusty. Rusty, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys, this is truly the golden age to be a sports fan in New England right now. We got BC and number 2 right now.
Crazy.
Celtics coming up. The freaking Patriots are sick, and the Sox are unstoppable, I think, at this point. And even the Bruins are winning. I mean, it's freaking ridiculous.
It is absolutely crazy. Now, here's the one problem in New England, though. I read this over the weekend. That you look at their big thing is people coming in tree peepers, I think they call them, or peekers or something. The foliage every year gets duller and duller. Now, if you notice, even here in New York, we don't have. We do not. He's looking upset because she's lactating now. Frenchie's lactating.
Oh, okay.
And that freaks you a little bit?
Yeah. Doesn't do it.
It doesn't do it for you? You don't like any kind of...
No. Milk out of a breast.
You don't like byproduct.
No.
You don't like byproduct.
No, I don't.
But if you even look here, we're at what, 21st today of October?
I think it's 22nd.
22nd?
Yes, it's 22nd.
Our leaves haven't changed. We are just at the minor ports. It used to be first, second week of October they would kick in. What the hell has happened? Now when the leaves change, they're not as shiny, they're not as explosive as it used to be. If you remember last year, it was kind of a dull leaf change. We have got problems. I believe that the planet Earth, or Oceania, if you want to call it that, has been outgored. Well, it has been outgored.
Personally, I really do believe that we are losing our intermediate seasons, as I like to call them.
What do you mean by intermediate seasons?
Well, because summer and winter are the real deal seasons. I call them the primary seasons. And those are the seasons that get celebrated the most by people. But spring,
most holidays.
Yeah, exactly. But spring and fall are right between them, and they're kind of setting up. You know, for instance, spring to me sets up summer, but we don't even get spring or fall anymore. We just go right from summer to winter.
Nothing gradual about it.
All right, there has been an offer now for an Aki bag cam, if that would impress us. And I say no. I don't see it. I don't want to see his bag. Earl, what do you think has happened? You've never left the Northeast in your life. What has happened to autumn?
It just comes a little bit later. It's just, I mean, we've had autumn weeks. We haven't had that big long stretch yet.
First of all, it was like 80 for the last couple days. I never remember that from when I was a kid. And he's right. I think we go from late summer into early winter, and we're bypassing autumn. Remember a couple years ago, there was still leaves on the trees, and it was fucking snowing.
Yes.
We had snow on leafy trees. There's something incredibly wrong. I feel like our I'm on Krypton, and none of the leaders and the scientists are listening to me, and I'm going to have to shoot my baby into space.
Well, in New York City, we just missed the high over the weekend of all time. And that record had been going back to like the 20s. But
the roaring 20s.
Yeah. I don't know why it was so hot back then, but...
We've been Al Gored. He has tried to tell us that we have broken off our normal orbit and we're being casted into the sun. We're only 15 miles from the sun right now. Any closer and we'll catch on fire.
No wonder it's so damn hot in here.
That's insanity. This is insanity. Wade, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. Man, listen, I never believed in this frickin' global warming shit until yesterday we set a record. We hit above 80 here, and it's regularly like 50 at this time of year, and there might even be frickin' snowflakes normally, you know?
And that's where?
Up in Toronto.
All right, in Toronto, it's 80 degrees. Now, this is prime skating weather in Toronto. Normally, you're skating outside. Something is going incredibly wrong here.
See you, buddy.
All right, peace. Now, what has happened, and how do we get it back? Do we have to get rockets? Do we have to tie a big rope around the Earth and then have rockets pull us out a little further? Because this is insane. Now, I'm less likely to listen to Al Gore than anybody. I tried to watch that movie. It says I went dead asleep. It was like eating a Valium. And yet there's something crazy going on. Why aren't the leaves as bright as they used to be?
Why couldn't we figure out a way to make the atmosphere cooler?
Yeah.
Such as, and I know
and this is something weird, too, and I don't even want to bring it up because I don't want to scare people. I was at the beach this summer, and I saw a shark come up, and he had little feet. Tiny little feet.
Oh, man.
And he only went about 8 or 9 feet onto the beach and then back in. He scurried back in. I was throwing rocks at him. But it's something to worry about. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddy, man, I live in Colorado Springs, bro. It was 80 degrees on Saturday. Fucking freezing snow all day yesterday, man. My testicles look like Fez's. They were shrunken up.
That's crazy.
That's just with global warming, man. Al Gore's fucked everyone. But now, today, it's sunny again and everything's melting. It comes in like, boom.
Yeah, you don't know what you're going to get.
It goes back and forth between incredible heats and then deep freezes.
I mean, when I was in Ireland, in one day, it snowed, rained, and got to like 80 degrees all in the same day. It was totally insane.
You know what? Even if Fez, you're not into the gun laws, right?
Right.
I say every American needs to get a gun in case he needs to kill his children as this thing starts to happen. It's better off for you to shoot and kill your children than to go through the changes that we've got coming up in front of us. Because I'm telling you right now, the living will envy the dead. The living will envy the dead.
Well, I'd like to give it a try to change the environment. Rather than murdering the kids. I
say kill the kids. Then if we can change the environment, and if I'm wrong, have more kids. Simply have more kids. But this way we're safe. What do you think the cutoff age is for murdering kids? I think 18.
No.
You want to go a little younger?
Yes.
Earl, what's a good cutoff age before you should be able to murder the kids if you're worried about the weather? Look at Malibu right now. Turn around and tell me I'm lying. That place is on fire.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you rather have your kids dead than have to put up with smoke inhalation?
Then live in one of those houses.
Well, I'd like my kids to get a fighting shot at it, though, not just kill them.
I think you're insane. Here's Scott. Scott, you're on Ron and Fez show. How are you, Scott?
How's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, this fucking Schwarzenegger, if you're listening, call the National Guard in. Fuck, dude, we are all on fire here. But anyways, I wanted to tell you, in one day, just a couple weeks ago, our temperature changed 32 degrees in a 12-hour period.
Now, what part of California are you in?
I'm over in the inland part of, I'm about an hour out of Los Angeles, an hour out of San Diego, right in the middle.
Right in the middle there.
Yeah.
And here's the weird thing. You guys were used to these kind of fires in the summer. Here we are late October, and California's on fire.
We haven't had a drop of rain for about 6.5 months.
Insanity. Now, do you see how many cities, too, are running out of water, and they're begging other cities for the water? I think Atlanta is less than a month away from being without water. Now, I say this to the people in Atlanta. Time to kill your kids before they die of thirst.
That's not the
Absolutely.
Scott, best of luck out there in California. It's a terror to watch on TV.
Yeah, all right, man. Take care.
Peace. That state puts up with a lot of shit, that poor little California.
I don't know why you'd want to live there with the earthquakes.
It's fantastic living with movie stars. You're just living there with movie stars. It's just wonderful.
If it does start to rain there, then all the half the mountains will slide down.
Well, here's the thing, Fez. It doesn't rain in California, but girl, don't they warn you. When it rains, man, it pours. That's the problem with California.
Yeah.
That's the problem with California.
Well, I don't want to be weird or something, but we have to make a drastic change.
Kill the children.
No.
That's drastic.
And pets.
But we should try at least an experiment of doming. Obviously, you can't dome the globe, but at least try doming maybe a state.
You're always coming up with doming. We can't dome a house yet. It's not feasible. Stop with the fucking doming. All we're going to be is a dome with no water. That's what it's going to be. And you're going to bankrupt us.
Okay, then forget about the domes. What if we try and put ice in the atmosphere just to cool it down?
It'll fall.
No, we put them in blimps or something like that.
Yeah, then it falls.
If we put them in the blimps.
All right, so you want blimps of icebergs. You want to take an iceberg. What happens when the fucking balloon pops and there's a giant iceberg falling down? And I know where it would land right now, Cleveland. Just the fucking luck those poor bastards have had.
We have to take strong safety precautions in designing the ice blimps, but I think it can be done.
Here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Yeah.
Man, you guys hit the nail on the head with this global warming thing, man. It's a catastrophe. The temperature up here is like 22 degrees. The normal average is 11.
It's insane. They
Jesus.
are getting so hot up there in Canada. Sammy, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, boys? I was in Central Park over the weekend. I've never seen people ice skate in shorts and T-shirts in puddles of water.
Yeah,
Something's very wrong.
Yeah, it's nuts. Kill your children. And I'm going to make the cutoff age now 14. I think after 14 you're able to scramble for yourself. But any kid over 14 should be shot and then stacked like firewood. And you do it with love. You shoot them while they're sleeping.
Seems a little bit harsh.
I don't want them to starve to death. I don't want them to go through intense thirst.
Or even be all that sweaty.
Big Dog, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie B, I was going to tell you that National Geographic predicts that by the year 2040, the Arctic will have no ice on it.
Charlie, you're on Ron and Fez. How are you, buddy?
Doing all right. Hey, fellas, I think everyone's in a big panic. They need to settle down. As Dave even said, what was the high in the 20s this time of year was higher than it was yesterday. It's a cyclical thing, man. It's just a generational...
Well, here's the thing. So is disease. But it doesn't mean that we don't fight it off. I'm not saying it's our fault. I'm saying it's happening. You don't act like, well, hey, let's not make a big thing about everyone dying and disease. Happened back in the Middle Ages. You go out of your way to fight things.
Yeah.
Are we human beings, or are we humans not doing? That's the major question to ask ourselves right now.
Human beings. I think.
I love the fact that you fucking guys got baffled rather than thinking that I'm fucking around.
But can I just say this the thing about...
And Fez went like this. Year of the Dog was a fine film. Molly Shannon is our actress.
I'm surprised Year of the Dog didn't star Kathy Bates.
Oh, what was that?
Underrated actors.
We were bringing up De Niro.
Oh, bless him.
No, it was it was like
It's
Gary
a struggle.
Sinise, Malkovich.
It's a struggle, isn't it?
And every day, yeah.
But then why? Why pick this fucking gig? Let's go over here to Alan. Alan, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you, buddy? Alan, go ahead, pal.
Yeah, hey, I'm in Southwest Florida, and our economy is in the shitter right now because none of the whiteheads are coming because it's still 98 degrees every day down here.
That is the truth. There's going to be no reason for snowbirds to go to Florida, and then it's going to be just straight hayseeds.
And Florida could be overrun by worms or whatever the snowbirds eat.
The snowbirds are people. You dumb fuck. They're old people.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Why don't you make fun of Fez again, you fucking redheaded moron? You goddamn ice blimp son of a bitch. All right, it is the Ron and Fez show. 866-RON-0-FEZ. Why don't, Fezzy, plug the Unmasked for this week?
The next Unmasked, it's going to be this Thursday. That's October 25th. Special guests Susie Essman and Gallagher. So that's going to start at 12:30 p.m. Comics Comedy Club in New York City. To be part of the audience, email xmunmasked@gmail.com. That email address, xmunmasked@gmail.com. This Thursday, Susie Essman and Gallagher, Unmasked.
And I know that our girl is handling this and doing a pretty bad job, Fuzzy. As the executive producer, you really need to pull this thing in, because your reign has not been filled with a lot of victories.
I know. It's, I don't know what my problem is.
The Christian right had a big meeting, I guess, and everybody had to come by and kiss their rings. And apparently frontrunner Rudy Giuliani did not get a big part of the love fest. He showed up. He tried to talk straight to him. They weren't exactly buying.
Yeah, and he even tried the thing of, I haven't always been strong in my faith. So he tried to talk to them in like religious terms, like
Right.
on their level, even though, we don't agree on a lot of like social or moral issues. He was still trying to talk to him, and yeah, it was not going over.
In the straw poll, I think he only picked up 6% of that. Now they're saying you cannot win as a Republican candidate if you don't have the Christian right going to him. Now the rest of the Republicans seemed like they do want Rudy, right?
Oh yeah, I mean on a national level, Rudy's still leading those polls among like GOP voters.
Right. So how is he not going to get it if he doesn't have them? Because they'll go off and get their own people, or how's that going to work?
Yeah, I think what eventually will happen is they will like break off from the party, or at least with their own candidate.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that they are going to break off. I think they're a little more savvy right now and know that if we break off, we're giving this to Hillary Clinton. Because if they break off and they have, I don't know what nut that they would pick, and throw 7 to 8% of the vote, well, when you're looking at something that comes down to like 50.1% versus 49.9%, 8% of the vote is a fucking landslide now. That just by not voting for Rudy, you're giving an 8% lead over to Hillary Clinton because you're throwing it somewhere else. I don't think they're going to do that. Earl, what do you think?
I think they're going to eventually work something out with. I think with the GOP hierarchy, they're going to work that vote and really
Why? I don't think that they control those people. Do you? I think if anything, they cater to them, they bullshit them a little bit, but I don't think that they control them and know how to get them back into the fray here. What about for you, Dave?
I side with Fez. I don't think that they're going to go with Giuliani under any circumstances.
No circumstances at all?
I don't think so. I think that they'll put their money
because he's been married a lot and his kids hate him.
Married, and I thought he was also pro-choice.
Yeah, he is pro-choice.
So I just cannot see that happening.
I think he said he'd pull it back. He's like, well, I'm not all that pro-choice.
I think they'll go with Fred Thompson.
Did Fred Thompson even show up at this thing?
Fred Thompson showed up, and they said, like, he, made no impact whatsoever.
He's nothing. Nobody's buying into him. Now, Mitt Romney, they seem to like a little bit. Jay, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys.
Yeah.
James Dobson, who is the head of the Christian right now, has came out and said that pretty much if it's anybody but Romney, they won't back him and they will find their own candidate.
I don't believe him, though.
No, he said even though they realize that it pretty much will put Hillary in, which is everything that they're against, they just cannot bring themselves to vote for him.
It is a good way to raise money, though, by getting Hillary in. But I don't know. I can't believe that they would go in that thing because it's just not savvy. Robert, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey there, Ron.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I guess I'm in the past have been part of the Christian right in the party, and my belief system is still there. But I'm so sick of this party that is kind of like a one issue kind of thing. And
right.
I just think it's funny that we're stuck with Fred Thompson, who is pretty much a dud. Giuliani, who doesn't really share many of the beliefs of the people on the right. or Mitt Romney, who's a Mormon and whose faith didn't even think that blacks could go to heaven until 1978. I just think it's a hoot, man. I guess I'm going to vote Democrat this time.
See, I stopped being a Mormon in 1978. I thought they made a gigantic mistake there. And I'm not even going to say why. You know I was a Mormon, right? Or until 78, when they fucking ruined it. Everything I loved about the faith. But why would the Christian right be with a Mormon, Fez?
You know what? I don't agree with what he said because I don't think they are with Romney.
Yeah, he was over the weekend. He had 50-some% of the straw poll.
I guess what it is now is because there was a lot of resistance to Romney at the beginning of the campaign.
Yeah.
So I think it's like, even though he's Mormon, at least he's religious. And I think it's almost like, all right, we're just going to pick the lesser of what they consider evil.
Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, boys. As a guy that lives in a blue state here in New Hampshire and is definitely thinking about voting for Hillary, the only guy that really scares me is Rudy, and I could actually see myself voting for Rudy. So, and fuck the Christian right. They can suck my ass.
All right, you're the wrong person to call in. You're fucking... not even making sense. That's not who we're not looking to talk to Democrats. All we look to talk about is how did the Christian right react this weekend with Rudy, and they didn't like him. Corey, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's going on, Ron?
Yeah.
Hey, I was going to say, wouldn't it benefit, like, Ron Paul or whoever's running, like, for the Republican candidate that gets the nomination to get Ron Paul as to get the young vote and the internet vote?
The internet vote, he dominates the internet. Ron Paul is the internet sweetheart. Everybody on the internet, if you have a computer and you go to website, well, Kathleen from the Bronx, crazy about Ron Paul.
Really?
The Ain't It Cool guy loves Ron Paul. Who's ever big on the internet, they love Ron Paul for some reason. Does anybody know what kind of percentages he shows up with nationally?
I think he's like in the 1 or 2%.
He wins every internet poll, though.
Yeah.
Anytime they do hey, who do you think won? It's always Ron Paul.
And he's big with internet money too. He brought in like $8 million in the last quarter.
For me, he's an incredibly interesting guy because he's the one guy who says we need to make major changes. Let's get rid of a federal income tax. Let's give power back. Now, why does that make you laugh?
Because it's not realistic, and I hate to say it, and I don't want to step on the bubble of all these Ron Paul supporters, but to me, he sounds like this year's Howard Dean. He's rah-rah, and he wants radical change, and he's internet-friendly, and I just, come on.
I don't know if Howard Dean is the right fucking correlation there, but here's the deal. At least he's got some people fired up, and I give him all the respect in the world for that. And at least he's saying something different, where I don't see Hillary saying anything all that different than George W. Bush. So I do give him a little bit of fucking credit there. Here's Peter. Peter, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, guys, what's up? Listen, I'm from Massachusetts, and it's a heavily liberal state, and Romney was governor elected twice in the state. He was very popular, and the whole Mormon thing was a non-issue. It never even entered any...
I understand that, but remember how the rest of the country feels about Massachusetts. The Republicans have fucking labeled that thing tax accused for the last 25 fucking years. So already, that, even saying that state is a really evil word to the rest of the country. The next evil word is New York City. And who are the Republicans running at these guys right now? Giuliani, a Catholic, somewhat liberal, socially liberal guy. Even though you couldn't get more of a more law and order guy in your life, but somehow they act like he's liberal because he's anti-guns in Manhattan. And they think, well, he's going to take our guns here in Utah. Here is Bob. Bob, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey there. I just want to say that I think that Hillary Clinton is exactly the kind of people that the Christians want in there.
Just because that helps pull everybody together when you have somebody you really hate?
You need a heel. You want somebody who's you can rail against, and that's how the religious right is going to be making their money.
All right, thank you very much.
No problem.
Yeah, here is Big Ron Paul only has... this is a CNN thing. Only about 2% of the Republican vote. Rudy Giuliani is up there with 27%. Fred Thompson, 29%. And John McCain, 17%. Mitt Romney, 13%. This is national numbers.
Yeah, I wonder how much longer McCain's even going to stay in it. The money's got to be running out there.
Here is, here's Tom. Tom, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up, boys?
Yeah.
Look, Giuliani screwed up because he said, "You do not have to fear me." When somebody says that, you better fear them because they're going to do something to you.
All right, thank you for... So, when someone says, "Don't fear me," that means you should fear. Peace. It's... The other weird part of this is that it all happened so long now before, where Fez is actually asking for McCain to drop out before a single vote has been cast, which means, Fez, that you have to turn around and believe in these polls and think that the polls are true. So again, you're letting the media decide who is the viable candidate and who isn't. Every single time now. We're not even close to this.
Yeah.
John McCain, who absolutely, if you didn't know any of the polls, you would say is a front runner. But the polls, which is done by the media, brought back to us, makes Fez say he needs to drop out. And then the other thing is, well, he doesn't have a lot of money yet, which again was, how should any of us know how much money anyone has? But that's the fucking news story that the media decides to give you. By who's raising the most money is always who's the best candidate. As if you shouldn't fear the person who raises the most corporate money. When Hillary's raising it fucking hand over fist, corporate money, probably from the same fucking people that George W. Bush raised his money from. There's the fucking thing you should fear a little bit. There's the thing that you should fucking scare you. And tell me the last time you saw anything negative about Hillary in the media. Doesn't fucking happen. Why? Why is suddenly she the fucking Teflon Don? And why is all that money coming in? And why is she's like, well, she's unbeatable? People will tell you she's unbeatable. Not a single fucking vote has been cast yet.
And sometimes,
we're all the fucking rubes here.
And sometimes I think that they could have something on Hillary, but they're gonna wait till we're closer to the election to sandbag her with something.
All right, here we go. This is a song that our buddy Mooch put together from us. By the way, Mooch is coming in for a extended stay in the United States, and I offered him the position of artist in residence, that he would be able to come in here and hang out with us, maybe record some stuff. It's artist in residence. You do this a lot of times with a writer or any kind of artist where university or someplace would let him come in and hang out for a while. Be great to have the Mooch around. And then we could get some of his Fallout pussy. Because women are attracted to an Irish goddamn accent in a way you wouldn't believe. He put this song together. This was about Earl lying in a casket. Earl, go next to the coffin.
No, I will not even.
Dave, get him next to the coffin.
Let's go.
Come on in here, Hicks. Just get him next to it. Earl, don't fight it. Just go nice to it. Go nice to it.
Don't fight this time.
No! There, now you're next to the coffin.
Look at it. Look at it.
Earl, just sit. Just sit in the coffin. Please.
The goddamn coffin. Get him in. No. Get him in. Get him in.
Earl, just sit in the coffin now. You're next to it.
He's going.
Get him in.
Kneel next to it.
Get him in. Put him face first into the coffin so he can relax. Face first into the coffin so he... Oh, he's being dumb. He's dumped in the coffin.
Oh, if this was a casket match, it's over.
No, come on, that's over his head there. Look, you got him upside down. You got him upside down. All right, now he's down.
What's wrong with him?
Are you dead? Are you sleeping? Are you dead? Are you sleeping? Are you dead? Are you sleeping? Can I shut off you? I'm dead.
It's freaking.
What?
Couldn't breathe. I was just...
Well, you can breathe now. Start.
Earl, why do you faint at the worst times? What if someone was trying to put you in a coffin and you fainted? No, I want to just put this in context. This city has exploded because somebody put a noose 40 blocks from here, and we're trying to put Earl in a coffin. They're going to come here and burn this studio down. This is not a racial attack. Earl is our friend. We just wanted to lay him in a coffin.
Ron and Fez Show, next M202.
All right, there's Mooch playing a little Modest Mouse there, talking about Earl being in the coffin. That was Satin in the Coffin, Modest Mouse, and of course Mooch put that together. Hopefully the future artist in residence of the Ron and Fez Show.
Mr. Bennington, actually K-Rob, one of our interns, also created a song about a coffin.
All right, what is this one about? This is Fez in the Coffin?
This is Fez in a Coffin, also.
All right, also. Well, it wasn't. The last one was about Earl in a coffin. So, same thing. This is Fez in a coffin. There is a coffin sitting in the studios. Fez, you will be climbing into a coffin and staying there for hours.
You were laying on the carpet like you're sitting in a coffin. You said you believe what you're saying, yeah, right now, but not that often. Are you?
All right, this is the same exact song. The same exact song.
Yeah, I think it could be the same band.
All right, I already have one artist in residence. I'm not going to have two artists in residence. I want to have an American guy do the same thing as Mooch.
All right. I thought K-Rob had done a good job, but, you know.
All right. It's the Ron and Fez Show. Earl, well, I can't stop. Fez, you're the executive producer now.
Right.
Should we pull that? Is it too much on you?
No, it's not too much on me.
Is it too much on me? You being executive producer. Did you know that these guys both did the same song?
No, I didn't know that happened.
Because you ran away all weekend, didn't you?
I was gone for the weekend, yeah.
And you didn't fly back until today?
No, I tried to fly back last night. Too many. An airline can't get a flight in the air around here, so I had to fly back this morning.
That sounds like a tough problem. Being caught in the airport, I mean, you know, I know it happens.
It only happens all the time now. Every time you fly, you got a better chance of sitting on the tarmac than you do coming home.
Why aren't there more lawsuits against these airlines then? Because it happens every time. They're not consistent at all.
No, they don't know what they're doing. There's too many planes. There's not enough routes. It's a problem. Look at Schwarzenegger. He's trying to tell people, kill your children because the wildfires can't be destroyed. And he actually said to them, if the children are under 14, you're better off shooting them than you are being able to save them from these wildfires. I think a wildfire may be the scariest of all natural disasters. Look at it. It's a wall of fire. It's everything a human... Could you imagine how quick you would fucking faint with that, Earl?
Oh, I'd be passing out at the first ember.
Ember. Gone to the ember, gone to the ember.
What about an avalanche? Because it's so fast, it's right on you like that.
And then you're buried alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad one, too. Drowning, any kind of a giant wave. A giant wave, frightening. The tsunami wave.
I think a tornado where here's something that picks and chooses which house that it's going to destroy and can just take you up in the air and put you 100 miles somewhere else.
You honestly think it's personal, how the wind attacks?
It's amazing how one house can be standing and the other one next to it is destroyed.
Well, because it's not coming in like a hurricane. The tornado is only as wide as, you know, as the size of it. So if it hits something dead on, he's going to destroy it. But, you know, that's like saying, oh, look at a car accident. It hit one person and not another. You know, again, I don't think the wind has a personal attack on these people. But look at each thing that how could the wind be devastating? And yet it can be. Water, everyone loves to go to the beach until there's a giant wave and then you drown. Yeah. Fire, we need fire. There's no modern life without fire. And yet it can also destroy. We cannot fucking depend on a single element, Earl. There's no element that we could act like that is our friend.
None, not at all.
None.
0.
I mean, hail, that hurts us as well.
But you're not going to put hail up there with tornadoes and volcanoes and tidal waves.
My dad got a concussion from hail once. And I swear to God.
He got it from your mom. Your mom hit him, and they had to tell you a lie. Daddy got hit by hail.
It did seem very fishy now that I think about it.
I was in a thing once where hail actually fucked up a neighborhood, and it was in Florida. And these pieces came down about the size of a half of a fucking ice cube.
Yeah.
And they just beat, like sheds were destroyed. They went through windows. It was incredible.
And it's so mysterious, too. I mean, no one even knows really what hail is. I mean, it's like...
it's ice. We know exactly what it is.
It's ice,
It's ice that fell from the sky. What your ambition is to cool off the earth.
No, but I mean, like, it's not just ice, right? Isn't it also part snow and part water? I could be wrong about this.
Yeah, it's frozen water.
So it's like a combination of all three. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
It freezes up there and then it sticks together. Instead of coming down like, I think it's the speed in which it freezes.
No, actually, I was always wondering, why do we get sometimes hail and not snow? You know what I mean?
You know what you want to do is call the Weather Center at Channel 6.
I just never was able to make sense of it.
Beanie said it snowed because you're such a pretty boy. Why wasn't that enough for you? Because it wants to give a pretty boy a wonderful day here.
I will look that up.
Good. Come back to us with your report. Ron and Fez Show.
It's the Ron and Fez Show on XM 202.
Ron and Fez Show. I don't know whether the music comes back too loud or it sounds weird in my headphones, but right now it sounds like to me, Fez, like I can't even hear myself talk.
Yeah, it's blaring, and I brought this up a million times because for some reason it sounds different in the room where they're playing it than it does in the new studio.
Now, how does it sound on the air?
That I don't know.
That's what the executive producer needs to do. Go back and listen to the on-air product and see which one of us is correct. All right, it is the Ron and Fez Show, hanging out with you till 3 o'clock. You guys just missed a very exciting moment. We all almost pulled a tracheotomy on Fez Whatley during the break because you started choking, Fezzy.
Yeah, and for some reason, choking on water. I didn't even know that was possible.
So, by the way, you started choking over there. From water that you had. I had you putting your hands up in the air. None of the producers would come running in here. And what did they do? Call for you, Dave? They would not move out of their goddamn soundproof booth. And they'd call for Dave.
There was an SOS. Dave, help.
You're the only one that they feel safe with coming in here.
So I had to go to the window and see Fez choking.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I will run in there now. Like you guys could have done 35 seconds ago.
That's Pitsy. That's the Pitsy move, and of course Earl is not going to go near any place in there. So eventually we got you to throw up in a basket while Dave beat on your back. Now before that you were all choked up because you had a worse weekend than I even thought.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to you this weekend?
Well, I decided to go...
You can't seem to catch a break.
Oh, no. No, not at all. So, my father's in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
It was in the hospital over the weekend. So, I decided...
But he had a procedure. I don't want anybody to be scared.
Oh, right, yeah.
Anything's wrong. It was just a little procedure.
Right. So, he's all laid up. He's going to be in the hospital for 5 days. I decide to go to Florida and surprise my father, see him in the hospital.
Yeah.
So, and it was my niece's first birthday, so I wanted to do some nice family things, surprise everyone. I get to Florida, it's great.
It took you forever to get to Florida.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's not great.
Yeah, so I'm sitting on the runway there for like 3 hours waiting to take off for Florida.
He calls me, I say to my chick, I go, normally Fez calls me when he gets to Florida, no call yet. Then the phone rings, hey, Fezzy. Still on the tarmac in New York.
Oh, man.
3 fucking hours.
Unbelievable.
And he's like, there's 60 planes ahead of us.
60 planes?
Now, this is the day that he was in the coffin the whole day.
Holy shit.
So then, I get to fly. Then it's time to go back. I tried to come back yesterday afternoon. I go to the airport, and they say the windshield wiper. After sitting on the plane for an hour, they say the windshield wipers won't work on the plane, and they can't fly without them. So we wait through all that as they try a new switch and a new motor. They get the windshield wipers going, and then they say, oh, the flight crew has timed out. They've spent too much time on a plane. They need to get their rest. They're not legally allowed to fly.
Oh, my gosh.
So then there's no crew to fly this thing. So while all that's going on, I asked someone to take care of my cat for 2 days until I got back Sunday evening. They tell me my lock on my apartment is broken. They can't get in to feed the cat.
What?
So the cat is going, with whatever food was left for it, while I'm trying to get back to New York. Then I'm wondering last night, as I'm waiting for a flight crew to show up, if I get into New York at 1 a.m. and I can't get in my apartment, then what am I going to do? Sleep in the laundry room? So then I had to get off the plane and book a flight for first thing this morning. And all I'm thinking of is all I wanted to do was a nice thing and visit my father. And this is what the world hands me back. 2 delayed flights, by hours. A starving cat that I had no idea what was going to be, what condition that would be. And I got to worry about if I can even get in the apartment the whole time on the way back.
So is this another score for your anti-God ledger?
I'm just saying, I try to do a nice thing, and this is how the world pays me back. This is how the universe pays me back. I wouldn't doubt that it's God pinpointing me, but it was just an absolute nightmare.
You could have called me. You could have stayed over, I know, you could have stayed over in my apartment on Sunday. That could have been nice.
Well, I'm still, now I got all these worries on my mind the whole way back. And the cat was completely out of food, out of water when I got home.
Like in 2007, airplanes still use windshield wipers. You would think they would devise a new system.
Cars still use them.
Yeah, but
it doesn't matter what it is. Things break down. Doesn't matter what it happens to be.
I know, but a windshield wiper.
You can't fucking travel anymore.
Oh.
It's ridiculous to even try. Why bother? Why try?
So you're that furious?
Yeah. So that was my hideous weekend, which was going to be nice, and then turned out to be a nightmare on just 3 different fronts. And now I almost choked to death on water.
That was,
and then threw up in front of the staff. And You know how personal you are. You were turning all different colors there too.
Yeah,
You
water.
need to do smaller sips.
Yeah, it just went down the wrong pipe, and that was the only way to get it back out is to projectile it.
Hold on, how many pipes do you have in your throat?
And
you have more than one.
I must, because I had it in the wrong one.
And did you funnel the water into your pipe?
All right, this came into me, Fez. Looking for God points is a negative. You got to stop looking for God points.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You do take a lot of things personally, like you say. You were just bringing it up that the tornadoes personally attack people. So you think that the plane or whatever happened because you were on it, not just because it was that way.
Right. That's just I know it's not logical, but it's just I take it that personally. That's how I feel about it.
That's kind of like the Truman Show.
Yeah,
where he
is
thinks,
very Truman Show.
Everything is going around him.
And I'm sure the Buccaneers would have beaten Detroit if I hadn't decided to get in a casket over it. They led in every stat except the score.
I didn't see the game. Did you watch it?
I watched like the first half before I tried to go to the airport for no reason.
God, you're angry.
You didn't know it at the time.
You're an angry man.
And it was awful.
What was?
The Buccaneers playing.
Just medicine. Fez is destroying my heart over here. I really thought we were going to finally lose him to a choke.
Choking on water.
I know.
What the hell?
I'm choking on water. You're falling apart over there, big girl.
Tell me. Jeez. And it was the last sip of the water, too. So there was no other water to go to.
Well, how would you have water to get rid of water? Basically, you're drowning.
You fight fire with fire, don't you?
Not in this case.
Only in bad cliches.
Oh, okay.
But It seems to me, if I just play, diagnostic doctor here.
Diagnostic?
So,
I'm sure you can.
That you're rushing too many things. Like you rushed the weekend and you rushed drinking the water right now. And you have to just, stop and smell the roses. I think that could be the key to your happiness.
I didn't rush the flights. On Friday, I spent 3 hours on the tarmac.
But if you pay any attention at all, at least half the fucking flights are delayed now, right? More than half. Which means normal is now delayed.
Yeah, but...
So that can't be personal.
It just feels like it, though. I don't know how else to describe it. That it's like, you know what? It's like you try to be nice, and then this is what happens.
What does trying to be nice have to do with it? Do you honestly think that the universe gives back brownie points for nice things? Or your way of thinking, the only person like Manson would have had a heart attack, or Manson would have got cancer, and not someone kind. It just doesn't work the way that you're saying, Fez.
Yeah, and I can't get past the fact that it doesn't work that way. I can't get past the fact that bad things happen to people that, in this world where, it shouldn't happen.
No, you're upset.
Totally upset. Just totally upset. One break. Oh, one stinking break. Without seeing someone in a fucking hospital bed. Just one freaking break. I don't think it's a lot to ask for.
You happy now, Dave?
I'm not happy at all.
Earl, are you?
No, not at all.
All right, here's a good Earl story. So, Mikey Background is here the other day, right? And he comes in and hangs out on the show, and so me, him, and Earl were sitting around. I guess you took off as you had to go do your stuff. So he says to me, hey, Ron, I need to talk to you about something personal. Can I get a few minutes with you? And we're all standing there. I go, yeah, of course. And he goes, you sure? I go, yeah. He goes, it's, some stuff going on in my life. I go, let's go across the street. We'll grab a burger and talk. Earl comes with us.
Oh You're kidding.
God. 3 of us sit there. He says, can I go and talk to you about something personal? And Earl goes along. So, we don't talk about it during lunch. He tries to talk to me about it on the street. Earl, who never chimes in on this show, throwing stuff in on this, his opinions. It was a very uncomfortable time.
That sounds so awkward.
And Earl's advice can only be bad puns, because he never comes up with a
Earl
good
does
advice.
The same thing as always, brings up his sisters. You cannot talk about women, right, without Earl bringing up his sisters, the only fucking relationship he's ever had in his life. No, but here's the weird thing. So I'm like, this fucking guy in line, I know him from somewhere. I think I went to school with him. He's driving me crazy. So Earl goes and listens in while he's ordering his food because they call out. It's Kelly from Apprentice. Remember that prick that won Apprentice?
Oh, yeah.
So now when you see people from a fucking reality show, you're like, I think this guy used to date my cousin.
Right.
It's because you don't remember them for any fucking reason.
Yeah. Oh, I totally agree with that. When I saw Judd one time in New York City at a comic book store, I nearly freaked out as well. But I thought he was friends with, my mom.
All right, your chick brings this up. I saw Mikey Background this weekend on Queer Eye. He was on Queer Eye, right?
Yeah, we saw that episode.
Now, this is what fucking gets to me. So I haven't seen Mikey Background in a long time. I saw him at that 2U show. So he comes in with his chick, his lovely chick, who really doesn't think much of me. So while I'm standing there, a chick comes up, a guy comes up to Mikey and goes, "Hey, Mikey, you look like $1 million." Someone else says it because he did the "You look like $1 million" line on Queer Eye. So now he has to turn around to me, and I haven't seen him on there yet, going like this. I did your line on Queer Eye.
Jeez.
I'm fucking cracked up.
My chick then got in contact with him and said, "Was that you that we just saw in Queer Eye?"
Yeah.
He goes, "Yeah, I did a couple Ron Fez lines."
Yeah.
And I'm
now
like,
he's got to cover for himself.
Yeah, but I'm like, no, you didn't. You stole a Ron Bennington line. It's not like, hoo-ah or something like that. You stole what Ron says.
Well, he could have it. He don't have any
He
lines.
hasn't aged a fucking thing in 2 years, too.
Oh, because that's how long ago they shot it, and it sat on the fucking shelf.
Yeah, and I think I think Queer Eye's done, I think, now,
Yeah.
and so they're just showing the reruns.
Yeah, well, they brought a bunch of those back, but that had never ran before.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had sat on a bunch of them, and now they're running them. But what else was funny is chick still wears that blue coat that she had on in that episode.
Well, we went to get ice cream. She had that blue coat on.
And I'm like, there's that blue fucking coat. Yeah. So, and of course he could have, and by the way, if any of you guys get on a reality show, do any of these fucking lines you've ever heard me say, I don't care. But, Earl, when someone says, "Can I have a few personal minutes with you? I need to talk to you," that's not a fucking reason for you to come along, and even worse, for you to chime in talking about your sisters again.
I didn't mean that at all. I swear to God, I really didn't mean it. I didn't know that was just a one-on-one. If I know,
When someone says, "Can I get some personal time with you?" Three of us are standing there. Now, let's say it's me, Fez, and Dave. And I said to Dave, "I need to talk to you some personally." Fez, would you not take that as, well, Ron can't speak now because I'm standing here. What's ever bothering him is A, none of my business, B, maybe about me. So there is no chance at all that you would go along now. If there's only three people and saying, "I need to talk to you," it means that I can't say this in front of the other person.
Yes.
And you totally excuse yourself. It's that easy. Go find something to do. Don't decide, "Hey, I'd like a tasty burger too."
But you're gonna love this. So Mikey's like, "I want to buy you a burger." We get over there. He fucking goes, "Oh shit, I don't fucking, I only have a credit card." So he panics. "Ron, can you take care of this?" Earl goes and sits in the thing. Now I'm buying 3 fucking burger joint burgers, fries, and sodas.
Wait a second. Did Earl's money magically disappear?
Yeah, he went and guarded the fucking chair because he, couldn't have any part of it. So A, he doesn't belong there. B, he gets a free expensive burger and fries and Coke out of it, which is a $14 combo.
In a week where he missed his 25% party yet again.
Right.
Earl is more socially inept than Bobby Fischer. He doesn't know how to interact with people.
It's odd that that's the one time he would decide to leave you alone while you're paying the check.
Yeah.
It was crowded. I went to save a booth. Again, I was completely...
But you didn't offer him any money.
Completely what?
I was completely... Because I swear to God when I say this, I was going to get a burger regardless.
You are a liar!
I am not lying because when I was leaving, I asked Lily, I was like, "Lily, I'm going to Burger Joint. You want to come with me?"
You fuck.
He's lying.
I swear to God.
He's lying to you.
Swear to
You
God.
followed us down the steps.
I
didn't run into you there.
Together.
You're stalking Ron again. And we've talked about this.
We walked out. At one point I said, "Lily, I'm going to Burger." I screamed it across the hall. I was like, "Lily, I'm going to Burger Joint. Do you want to come?"
You know he can't speak in front of Lily. He had some personal things he needed to work out.
And Earl has never, ever decided, "Hey, today's a diner day."
And then Mikey looks at me because Earl's holding court like he only does off the air. Right. And anyone who's ever been with us knows if we, and people who listen to the show wouldn't know this, but off the air, I'm tired of talking. Fez is tired of talking. Normally, Earl does, or Dave does most of the talking. In this case, Mikey Background needed to talk. Earl's holding court. You know who's the best jazz artist? You know when blaxploitation films were at their best? All these fucking opinions, right? Mikey Background looks at me and goes like this. Looks like I'm in the background again.
Yes, sir.
He just needed a little Ronnie B time. You fucking prick.
And Earl, and by the way, he did tell me that as well. And I said, when our meeting concludes, you go out and talk with Mr. B, everything will be cool.
He said it to everybody, but that doesn't matter to Earl.
I'm sure he told Earl exactly why he was sticking around. And Earl just doesn't care. Or he's socially inept.
It's an awful thing to do.
He's socially awkward, you're right there, but he's damn nosy.
Yes.
And, these were awkward things for him to say in front of Earl. And obviously, I'm the only one who knows the truth about Mikey's wife. I was ready to lay it all out. It has to be said. Here's Rich. Rich, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yes, sir. I just want to touch base back with Fez. Fez, I know you're looking to catch a break, but don't you think you owe it to the other passengers to catch them a break and not tag along and get in the way because you only bring bad news to everyone?
Good one. Excellent.
You're going to make him upset again.
Oh, it doesn't matter. He doesn't say anything to me I don't say to myself.
Fezzy, you don't think of it that you caught a break, that you didn't choke to death and die here? That everybody came in and was trying to fucking squeeze you and smack you on the back and hand you something to puke into? You don't see that as a positive?
No, I just see that as, what an idiot, you're choking on water.
But you can't say that it wasn't worth.
I mean, it could have been worse, but...
And there were your friends who tried to fucking do everything to make sure that you stayed alive?
A couple of them.
What are you picking out, the ones that didn't come?
The ones that stayed in the booth, seated comfortably.
Pitsy?
Yeah. And Earl.
But why can't you see the good things in life? Why can't it happen?
There's sunshine.
You're walking on sunshine.
Right.
Don't it feel good? And I'm being totally serious. Why is it always got to go back to the negative stuff?
It's like how I'm programmed, and I don't know how to quit being pessimistic.
I'm telling you right now, why don't you just look at the good things that happened? You almost choked, but you didn't. Take that as a good thing, a positive thing. I think that when people just like being upset, and I just had this conversation with somebody yesterday when they were saying, what do you think of a person that only sees things basically the way Fez did? I go, that's the way they want things to be.
Absolutely.
That's where they're at their most comfortable.
I think, you look at maybe like a Larry David, or...
Did you see that show last night?
I didn't get last night. I'm watching him on demand.
God, it was amazing. The real story about what's going on in Larry David's marriage and all?
Yeah.
He took that and just shit on it.
Really?
It was brilliant. It was fucking brilliant.
Oh, my gosh.
And I fucking sat there last night and was amazed. But anyway, let's get back to Fez. You are doing the things that you like to do. Period.
I mean, I admit, that it's... it must be a comfortable spot for me.
It is.
It's what I know.
You know how when you just started crying a few moments ago, we all didn't overreact to it or anything?
Mm-hmm.
We don't, if I started crying, everybody would be fucking freaking out. What is it, Ron? What can I do? You crying now is now the norm. And we think to ourselves, Fez needs to cry or he likes to cry, whatever it happens to be. We don't kind of react to it anymore. When you come back bitching or you're unhappy with something, we're like, that's who Fez is. He likes not to see things a good way.
With the crying, that feels totally out of control. I cannot... there's days where I cannot, have a say in it. Where I can't control it. Where it's just going to happen.
I don't know, man. I mean, when you had to puke, you fucking held on to it until you got the bucket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would crying be any different? You wouldn't puke here all over the fucking place. You'd excuse yourself. Right? I think you kind of like crying on the air. You're comfortable with that. That gives you a storyline. It's something for you to do. It makes the show about you for a while.
Yeah, but I mean, then that feels uncomfortable.
I don't know. I think sometimes people are comfortable with the uncomfortable. But you like being the crying guy. That's a role that you have. People send you nice emails now. We're not talking about all those other topics that we were talking about earlier that confuse you, and I don't know what my opinion of it is. You do have opinion of your own stuff. It's fun for you. Now the show's about you.
Well,
but I guarantee you got control. If you started to shit yourself right now, you'd be out of here in a fucking heartbeat. So you have some kind of control over yourself. All right, this maybe he likes the way it makes the people around him react. I kind of feel like that we all slow everything down, and then we tell him wonderful things about himself. Oh, Fez, you're great. You bring the world positive energy. Do you know how many times you've made me laugh? It's like Earl pushing his way into somebody else's conversation and getting a free burger and fries to boot. He loves it.
Didn't mean it to come out that way. I really didn't. It just did.
Was he speaking in Morse code there?
Yeah. I heard ... dash ... So I think it's okay to embrace that you're the crying guy. You're Johnny Ray.
I'm definitely the crying person, that's for sure. Because I do it all the time.
I think sometimes bad things happen, and like we were saying before, you take it too personally. Hey, shit happens, and just move on, you know. I almost cut off the top of my toe over the weekend, but I'm not taking it personally.
How did you almost cut off the top of your toe? Drunk?
No, I was sober.
Had to be.
I was clipping my nails, and I took
You were drunk. You were fucking drunk.
I had a beer,
I'm not
too.
going to look at your fucking disgusting toe.
And you went too far with the
By the
clippers?
way, when you do something with scissors and you cut into yourself with them,
yeah,
the fucking germs are phenomenal.
Really?
That's why one of the worst things that can happen to you is to get cut by a barber, because the infections are fucking phenomenal.
And it still hurts today. I mean, I literally took a nice little portion.
You ever hear those people when they're doing their fingernails and the woman goes too fucking close in and they almost lose their thumb because they get infections?
Oh my God! Well, this is exactly what happened to me. But anyway, not to make it about me. It's I don't take it
Yes,
personally.
it's about Fez.
Yeah, it's about Fez, and I don't take it personally. If shit happens, you know.
But Fez does take it personal.
I do take it personal. And I know I shouldn't.
Why not?
Because it's not healthy. It just leads to more crying. And it's stupid. There's no sense to it at all.
Just accept it. This is the way you are. What do you care? We accept it. You never hear us going, Fez, I want you to fucking focus on the rest of the show and don't start crying. We've just accepted it now.
Right. But no one should have to accept it. It's awful.
It is what it is. Again, we're not going to sit around. We don't have the same thing as you, where we're trying to fucking change the universe to fit our fucking view of it. We're a little more Zen-like. Things are what they are. Period. We've tried to change you. You cannot be changed. There's no amount of talking to, no amount of medication. I accept you for the way you are. Period. And if you stop crying tomorrow and you go back to being happy, I'll accept that too.
Well, I appreciate it, but I mean, it's not a good way to be. It's just not good.
As opposed to what? You could be in a fucking wheelchair.
Right?
If you were in a fucking wheelchair, paralyzed from the neck down, you go, I'd fucking trade places with a sad sack in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
In a heartbeat.
You live in America. That's a good thing.
Why does it always come back to America?
Not to be
first?
patriotic.
Seriously. What's wrong with Luxembourg? What is so fucking hideous about the south of France that everyone always has to go, thank God we're in America?
I think Fez would be happy in Luxembourg.
I came up with paralyzed. You came up with what if you were in Western Europe? Tom, you're on Ron and Fez. Tom.
Hey, Fezzy, if bad shit didn't happen, man, then you wouldn't know what's good. You know, when things start going bad, just think about the last good thing that happened to you. Hey, maybe it'll brighten you up a little bit.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it.
These are the calls you love.
I hate these calls.
No, you don't. You fucking love them.
I hate these calls.
You love these calls and you love the emails. You adore them. That's fine. Just say it, embrace it, move on.
I can't embrace it.
Then why would you say thanks, Tom? I appreciate it.
I appreciate the sentiment behind it, but I'd rather this go away.
What?
Me crying on the air again.
Do you cry off the air?
Yeah.
Then you're the crying guy. So what? So what? You had an awful weekend. Your dad had a high hernia. Your cat didn't get fed. You had fucking travel problems, which, by the way, there is zero ways of travel in the United States of America that are comfortable anymore. Train, plane, boat, car, you're backed up in all these fucking places now. You cannot move. And it's why people stay on the internet. Because at least on the internet, you can sit there in your underwear and do it. No, not just you, Frenchie. I mean everyone.
Well, it's bizarre how as we get supposedly more and more advanced, mass transportation slows down. We might as well be back to stagecoach.
There's more people. There's a tremendous amount of people in the country.
But we haven't also evolved any new types of transportation in a while. I mean, you know, at turn of the century, we had cars. In the 1800s, we had trains. When are we going to come up with a new form of something?
What about the ice blimp? We didn't have that years ago. Look how well it's doing.
That's not for regular people travel.
Oh.
That's just for scientific
I was
reasons.
hoping to take my children on an ice blimp tour.
No.
It's too cold.
Not to be used like that. It's to be used to help the Earth cool
see.
down.
Then I had it wrong.
But eventually we're going to have to start looking at different things.
Yeah.
I mean, different ways, whether it's jetpacks. You would think that
I'm ready for a jetpack.
Why? How come that hasn't been mass marketed already?
And over a jetpack, what I'm looking is the beam somewhere. I just want to be... Do you know how much more I'd visit my parents if I could beam there?
Yeah. The problem with beaming is, I mean, you really would risk being totally deconstructed to DNA level?
I would.
Yes.
I would.
Just to visit your parents?
Just not to fucking be stuck trying to get out the tunnel, trying to get onto the fucking 95, trying to get off at the fucking Delaware Memorial Bridge. Yes. I would rather have every particle pulled apart, sent through a light ray, and then put back together. Wouldn't bother me at all. Here's Mark. Mark, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, buddies. I was calling just to tell Fezzy that, Fezzy, you are my hero, and I'm on a fixed order and been on it for about 2 years now, and that I kind of know what you're going through, but, don't give up. And that's the whole key, is either you can keep going or let it control you.
Great call, Mark. Thank you.
Hey, and you know what?
Good luck with your effects, sir.
I'm on 300 milligrams.
That's huge.
Yeah. Well, see, I was a firefighter for 20 years, and I got hurt in a fire, and I started getting PTSD. And when that started happening, that's when basically my entire world fell apart. I mean, literally fell apart. Stuff that happened to me, abusive stuff when I was a kid, really just started piling and piling and piling.
Oh, God, Mark, thank you. All right?
But the thing is, that's the whole thing.
Who abused you, Mark?
Huh?
Who abused you?
It was my stepbrother.
How much older was he?
10 years.
Wow.
And the thing is, matter of fact, my wife, I told her, Fezzy's my hero, and she, I don't like Ron and Fez, and I made her actually listen, and when she did, she said, oh my God, he sounds exactly like you. And I said, well, not exactly.
The abuse victim.
Yeah.
The abuse victim who now cries and complains.
300 milligrams of Effexor.
But that's, and that's the thing. You know what? I mean, I can totally relate, and that's the big thing that has helped me more than anything else is to know that, my God, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only person, because that's the biggest problem. You feel like you're a freak. You feel like everything is bad, and then suddenly when you hear a voice on the other end saying, "Hey, guess what? Me too. I know exactly what you're going through. I know exactly what's happened to you. It's happened to me." And Fezzy, I know it's kind of rough, buddy, but I've been there. I'm there with you, and you make me smile. You really do, because I know that it's rough. But you know what? You've got the support of your friends. Mr. B is the man.
Mark, do you have any more effects, or send it to me, because I'm totally depressed. Thanks, buddy. I'm going to send you in the big-ass prize closet.
Okay.
All right, go give him something to cheer him up, Earl. Give him something to cheer him up. All right, it is the Ron and Fez show. By the way, look what I brought in today, boys. I brought back Joe Strummer, The Future is Unwritten. And this is going to be either for Earl or Dave.
Ooh, yes.
I will decide at the end of the show today.
I'll take
what
it
are you
out.
doing with your pants?
I'll take my cock out again if I could get it.
All right, Earl, Dave, Earl, what would you do to get it? Because one person will get to be able to see this at home. The other person will not get to see this at all. That
wow
is the contest.
No.
See, all or nothing.
Very important to me.
And you know what? I had a tough time because I'm like, I was going to bring this in. I go, oh, the boys would love to see this. Then I thought, I'd like to even see it again. That's how fucking good this was.
Oh, I really need to see that. I'm a huge Clash fan.
Well, you should. You're going to love them even more after this. There's so much stuff that's never been... All right, hold on. This is interesting. Casey said that she would show me her tits.
Did she say that?
Yes, look. I'll let you say it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sure.
Earl, you're falling behind in this competition.
Unless you want to bring your sister's tits in here, Earl. I know when we talk about women, it's always back to your sister.
Holy Moses.
You haven't answered me once today. Why? Aren't we, doesn't someone else have a problem?
He needs to have cheeseburgers.
I know. Free cheeseburgers and the fact that Mikey Background needs to talk.
I just don't know what to say. I just felt
All right,
awful.
here she is taking her top up.
Hey.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Be careful. Other people watch Pal Talk, you know. Ron's not the only one who can
Is that
see
a private
it.
line?
No. Not private.
It's nice that she supports you and she wants you to win.
Yeah, but someone breasts.
Still, she's amazingly hot. She really is. You're a very lucky man.
I know. And now I'll take the cock.
No. I only like the cock when it scares the other show. So that's my favorite thing now, that we have found that weapon. And that Sam and Than ran out of here like cowards.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Was
can't
I
do
too
it.
harsh on them today?
No.
Oh, no. High society's in town.
I do not like the way O&A get treated by their staff. And yeah, it may be O&A's fault for not giving those guys more responsibility or having too many of them. But still, I think O&A should be getting more back from their staff than they get.
Yeah, I mean, the only time they're all in that office is when there's a lineup to play Guitar Hero.
Right, and...
Unbelievable good fucking line there, Watley.
I mean, that is it. The next Unmasked, it's going to be this Thursday. That is October 25th with Susie Essman from Curb Your Enthusiasm and Gallagher. Those are the special Unmasked guests for this Thursday. It all starts 12:30 at Comics Comedy Club, 12:30 p.m. in New York City. To be part of that audience, all you have to do is email. We'll get you in xmunmasked@gmail.com. xmunmasked@gmail.com for this Thursday's Unmasked.
Now, the other day when we did Fez in the Coffin, which, by the way, Fezzy, you handled that perfectly, the only thing that got to me is the time that you couldn't hear us and we all panicked. And that was the first time in my life I ever saw Mikey Boy panic.
Yeah, he's usually Captain Smooth, you know, very, very calm, cool, and collected.
Right. All right, hold on. There's Strummer the dog asking if he can see the Joe Strummer. So far, Earl, I haven't heard you come up with anything.
Well, how can you beat a nice pair of breasts? I can't beat that.
That's your way of competing. There's nothing I could do.
I mean, I could moon. I could do something like that.
I don't want to see your black ass. Try to see something for Ronnie B. There's nothing on your body I want to see. You're not fucking Casey, you idiot. Try to think of something you have, something you can compete with.
All I have is my body.
Ron, I was noticing.
Oh, God, I can't do this show alone.
I was noticing your headphones and your iPod aren't so great. So I just like to get something for you.
What?
For to sweeten the pot.
He really wants this Joe Strummer.
Isn't it funny how he'll try to do things for the show and Earl won't? I really need you to talk with your staff.
These I bought.
I will
for
talk to them.
$35. They go over your head. They're snug as a rug. And most importantly, the sound quality of those things are so much better than the bugs or whatever people call those things that they buds.
I hate the buds, by the way. Now, let me also say this. I will use nothing that's touched your ears. So I'm going to hand this back to you.
I know. I only used it this morning.
That's too much.
Oh.
That's a lot of wax.
Stop giving away too much. You're already tremendously winning this
All
thing.
right, fine.
And Earl has nothing. It would take a miracle for you right now not to win. You just need to settle down.
Okay.
Believe in life.
All right. Put those away.
But anyway, I haven't talked to Mikey Boy since that moment. You couldn't hear his Fez, and it scared the shit out of us.
Yeah, because the lid was shut on the coffin. Shut tight at that point.
That's not what you told me before.
Well, I could hear you, and I decided, all right, I'll just stay silent as everyone's calling my name.
Is that the fucking greatest prick fucking thing of all time? He knows that we worry about him having panic attacks. He knows that we worry about him fucking doing it. So he tells me this after the show. And he's motherfucker was still working his angle here. Now, I'm forcing him out. I'm forcing him to fucking drop his bit. He doesn't. He fucking knows that it's going to scare us, and he does it anyway.
That is terrible.
It's terrible, but it's fucking great.
Well, it's awesome.
Because more than any stupid Halloween prank, you scared the fucking shit out of us.
And I didn't know how long to go silent. I had to play that by ear.
Well, we were about to break the fucking coffin open when you finally talked up. I was fucking ready to take an axe to the thing.
It was terrifying. It really was. Everyone's the color.
But it would have been perfect. It was better than if you would have started screaming, "I'm dying," because then we would have been laughing. But when you hear nothing, all you imagine is death or frothing at the mouth.
As I heard you guys calling to me more, I'm trying to picture the faces out in the room of what everyone was looking like.
It was pure terror. And when I saw terror. And first of all, it scared the shit out of me. But when I saw Mikey Boy and even fucking Dave, who doesn't care about anything, those guys were as freaked out, which had me even more freaked out because I'm not used to either one of them going, this little fucking coffin bit has turned into we for a we. So here is Fez is in a coffin. We stopped talking to him for like 5 minutes. We got into our own conversation. When I went back to him, Fez didn't answer. He just laid there like a fucking kid that's hiding from his parents. This is last Friday. Fez, you okay in there?
Uh-oh.
Fezzy, get him out.
Okay.
Fezzy?
I'm here.
Why would you not answer us when we're fucking talking to you?
It was hard to hear there for a second.
Mikey Boy freaked. I bet that you freaked, Mikey Boy.
I did. I freaked.
Yeah. Pitsy, stay with him.
Jesus, that's what we talked about.
Well, he won't listen to you? And he's still sitting over here. He's still sitting over here.
Stay with
Fezzy.
Yeah?
Don't do that thing again where we can't hear you. Mikey Boy almost shit himself.
Sometimes it's hard to hear. I'm in a coffin.
I know.
Please.
You fell asleep, you prick. All right, here's the deal, too. That, to me, felt like it lasted for 3 minutes. It wasn't even 3 seconds.
No.
Yet that was 3 seconds of pure terror. Go back to where I first called for him. We'll try to put the clock on this before he finally answered me. Go ahead, play it, Earl. Fez, you okay in there?
Uh-oh.
Fezzy, get him out.
Okay.
Fezzy?
I'm here.
Why would you How long was that?
It took me 6 seconds to answer you.
6 fucking seconds. That's 6 seconds of you don't see your kid in the ocean. Anyone who has a kid knows what it feels like to look up and you don't see that bobbing head all of a sudden. You have pure fucking terror.
Oh, it felt like an eternity.
Yeah.
I was deathly afraid. Deathly.
Yeah, I even heard it in your voice. And Mikey Boy was up.
Yeah, well, you can especially hear when I say Jesus Christ.
I know, right?
That's something that my father says when we're fucking around the house.
Yeah.
And then finally,
that
Jesus
was the
Christ.
paternal Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Yeah, it was very terrifying.
Yeah.
Just to add something to the bet. I know you have an iPod. I have some music that you can put on your iPod. New music.
Bruce Springsteen. What year is this? And the new album from Prince. All right, now, this is your stuff you bought yourself?
No, this came in. I got a package sent to me today.
To you means it's sent to the Ron and Fez show. So this is already mine or the listeners.
You're such a thief and a liar.
You're not a thief. You are.
To me. It was addressed to me.
Because you are the producer of the Ron and Fez show. You have no fucking power in the business except for that.
Why don't you offer Ronnie his own shoes?
And yet you think that that is yours. It is sent to you in hopes that you will play it on the Ron and Fez show.
That's true, yes.
And yet you think that these things are fucking yours.
No, well...
These are supposed for me to say, hey, I'm going to give you, the listener, the new Prince album or the new Springsteen album, and then the other people at home go, wow, they're so lucky. Wait a minute, I wonder what that new Prince album sounds like. I should go out and get it myself. Oh, you got a lot of balls. You got long fucking balls, my friend.
It did come to his home address, the studio.
Well, I didn't see it that way, but yeah, even...
You know what? No mas. I'm handing this to you, Dave.
Yes. Wow.
And that means you cannot see this, whether it's on DVD or in theater.
I get completely shut out? I get nothing?
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Bennington, because I really wanted to see this film.
Now, here's another thing, Fez, because we had you in the fucking box. Mr. Perfect did not give his pick on Friday.
Yes, I failed to give my pick, which I'm actually kind of...
I found out after the show, and this doesn't go on his record because he didn't give it off, the motherfucker picked Nebraska.
Again?
I picked the Cornhuskers.
Well, they lost again.
Oh, they got
they got destroyed one more time.
They ate a dick in Lincoln. They sucked this weekend.
But they fucking lost by 50 the week before. Why would you pick them?
I just thought with all the controversy with... Bill Callahan's job's on the line. They brought back Tom Osborne from the dead.
Why do you think they brought back fucking Tom Osborne? The fire fucking Callahan.
And I just thought, this would be kind of a statement game, and they would show up.
You know nothing about football.
They did the exact opposite.
You're very lucky that did not get out. And why didn't you jump in and give out your pick?
Honestly, there was a lot of things about that pick I was not.
But we have to do something on the air every week.
I understand.
Consistency.
Yes. And
Fridays are Mr. Perfect Fridays.
But I know, but I'm also kind of this creature of habit. When I make the pick, I need to hear the music, I need to get into it and all that stuff. And
you play it.
You have access to all those things.
But I didn't want to step on you guys.
At the end of the fucking show, because I have Fezzy in the box, I'm going, Mikey boy, do you have anything to plug? Does anybody have anything they need to plug? And no one remembered Mr. Perfect's pick, which we're lucky because I didn't spend any money for it. But you don't know what you're fucking doing with that. And that's another reason why you don't get to see the Strummer, ever.
Yes. Ever? I mean, what if it's on cable? What if I gotta...
On cable, pull the fucking cable out of the wall.
Like he has cable. That's another lie he just told.
He means this fucking home has.
That's
right. Has straight cable. Do we get the movie channels in here?
No, not all of them.
Not all of them. You know exactly
Just
what
one.
we get, you prick.
Get HBO.
I bet we do.
Couple HBOs, right?
Just one.
You're in here fucking jacking off the Monster Rain the other night. Enjoying yourself. And he's acting like, I'm not sure what we get. You're in here like this is your bachelor apartment.
I mean, I'm here a lot, but I'm working on not being here a lot.
Tomorrow, Carter is going to come in and talk music, independent music with us. Make sure he brings some of the stuff that he's doing. Now, one of the other things that Mikey Background asked me is that Art of the Topless can play in here. We've never... Now, I thought this whole studio was set up to rock. Have O&A rocked with anybody yet?
No, they have not. They you have to bring in a mixing board.
Who should break our cherry? Should be Art of the Topless or Unhallowed? Do we ever do a death metal fucking day in here?
I'd go with Art of the Topless, personally.
What about a Halloween Unhallowed fucking party?
That would be pretty damn cool.
That would be fucking cool.
That would be cool.
And everyone dresses up.
That would be awesome.
And we go in that direction.
That would be, yeah, that would be awesome.
What about Ron Wood? Didn't you say you'd quit if you couldn't get Ron Wood in here?
Yeah.
Things are going to happen. Things are still in motion.
Quitting?
Ron Wood will be on the show.
You gave a date that was in the past.
I understand I gave a date.
June 21st.
This is why... What was it?
June 21st.
June 21st?
That's my wedding.
Yeah, I gave that date, but the Rolling Stones had to reschedule their dates. They had to reschedule the entire European tour. They were on tour the entire summer.
Yeah, and now we're in the fall. So it has nothing to do with anything.
Ron Wood's supposed to be in New York City soon, dude.
Yeah,
he did a fucking signing for his book. He has a book out. He's trying to get publicity.
But Ron Wood will be on this radio program. In one form or another, I will get that man on the show.
What do you mean in one form or another? Zygers? What are you talking about?
A robot, Ron Wood?
Doesn't make any sense.
Voice or body will be in the studio.
Oh, who wants to talk? No, nobody wants to talk to him on the phone. What good is that? We can get anybody on the phone.
That doesn't count.
He will be on the show. That I will.
Before November? Because I know he's in New York coming up soon.
I understand he's in New York. I will get him on the show.
But not a phoner.
I'm trying to get the Ron Wood's ass in this studio to talk about the book, among other things.
This is the second time today you brought up man ass. Second time today you brought up man ass. You're very uncomfortable. Here's Devin. Devin, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yo, Ronnie B, I thought you weren't going to give Earl shit for a month for him jumping into a coffin.
He didn't jump into a coffin, he got thrown into a coffin.
Yeah, face first.
And we couldn't shut the lid on him. We only got the lid about 80% down. And then I said if he didn't fucking get in, I would ride him for a fucking month. I would treat him like mayonnaise.
And I was in that coffin. They closed the lid, and I started...
No, that thing did not close all the way.
I saw darkness.
It did not.
That was your own
And
hands.
you wouldn't even do 1 minute to take a half hour off my time.
Casey said, Ron Wood is on Letterman October 29th, you dumb N.
She called me that.
No, that's not the part you should be focusing on. Focus on that he's doing Letterman on the 29th. Now, we could literally throw a rock from our studio and hit Letterman's theater. How much trouble is it to get Wood to walk a couple feet?
I don't think it's going to be trouble at all. It's just a matter of,
all right, my prediction is he will be in this studio, but he'll do O&A. I'm going to make that fucking prediction.
I guarantee it. He will do this show. We'll do this show. He will not be doing O&A. He will be doing this show.
I don't believe it.
He's lying to you.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Yeah, he is a constant fucking liar. Constant liar. How you doing, Big Watley?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay.
No more choking, no more tears?
No more choking.
How you feel now? Did that guy help you by saying you're a hero?
No, that didn't help, but
Why did that help?
I appreciate his sentiment, but it's just... thank you anyway.
We brought up Letterman. Jon Stewart re-upped his contract. Maybe the best show on TV right now, the Jon Stewart Show.
Yeah, The Daily Show, and I guess he re-upped for 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, 2 more years of doing The Daily Show.
That's a smart move. Sorry.
Why is that a smart move?
I think it's a smart move because I don't think he should leave Daily Show. We saw what happened to Kilborn. Daily Show's perfect for him, and you can't have that same type of freedom, I don't think, on a national talk show where people aren't as...
What do you think,
liberal?
Fez?
I think he should get into this game. I mean, this late night, if everyone's going to start wanting to compete and we don't know when Letterman's going to quit, then he ought to get his name out there as wanting one of these gigs.
But how would his life be better if he did get one?
Wouldn't it be more money to go like to a network?
It would definitely be more money.
Yeah.
But he would do a worse show. You can't say that it would be as cool to do another fucking infotainment show on 11:30 at night over what you could easily argue and say is the best gig in comedy. And I gotta agree, it doesn't fit. That show fits him like a glove. It's fucking based on what he does.
I mean, just the mere fact that he would have to go from a half an hour to an hour, I think, would tire him. It's got to be tiring for these guys.
Well, it's not so much tiring because all you do is bad guests. That you figure his show was a half an hour of almost pure comedy, one guest, and he doesn't get locked into who's ever having a movie this week. He can get a political guy on. He could have somebody who's got a book out. He's not locked into, hey, we have the latest person voted off Survivor, like fucking Letterman had to put up with for years. Hey, we have the guy who's got a brand new movie coming out that no one cares about, you know?
He doesn't have to play to middle America where he has to, like, say, he'll have T.I. on the show because he has the #1 album out this week.
So he doesn't have to dumb it down at all.
Yeah, he doesn't have. He can do his brand of humor. He can keep it really edgy, and put his own personality into it, and really put his own political views on it. Whereas a national show can't do that.
See, I think that he's much better than Conan, and if he went head to head with Conan when Conan gets the gig, I think he could win late night.
But what would that even mean if he was winning doing a show that he didn't like as much? In other words, you couldn't do the show that he has now.
Right.
You would have to do, hey, did you hear what President Bush said today? And it would be a hackier joke. And then you got to do some bad man on the street. And you wouldn't be able to do the same kind of humor because you got to get this, you got to get the fucking seeds to watch. I mean, your whole thing is who wins only means you got more seeds watching. You've dumbed it down more.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there, but it seems like it would be a more prestigious thing that he would want to get one of those for Jon Stewart.
No, but who would think it was prestigious?
To be, I would think so.
So you would think it's better to have the mass appeal job that you're not necessarily proud of over the boutique kind of fucking gig that you run and do a great job of.
I think it's what I'm thinking of with the prestige is getting one of those late night seats. And
I understand what you're saying, but do you think it's better to have done to have directed Goodfellas or directed Spider-Man?
Oh, it's better to have directed Goodfellas.
And that's what I'm trying to say. His fucking show was like having Goodfellas. Not everybody's going to like it. But the people who like it love it, and it's fucking cool. Doesn't mean it's the big mass appeal thing. Let me ask you this. How often in life is the biggest thing ever the best thing? Like, at no time would you ever even say the best movie of the year is the biggest seller. Or the biggest album of the year is also the best album of the year. Or the most popular TV show is the best TV show. It's very rare for that to happen.
I think it's extremely rare, except possibly sometimes in music. Like, I think in the late 60s, the Beatles personally were the best, or you could say the Stones.
They didn't have the biggest selling albums. The Beatles albums did not sell as much as you would think.
No, I remember...
the Monkees outsold the Beatles.
Like, Blood, Sweat, and Tears outsold the Beatles.
Absolutely. Dean Martin outsold the Beatles.
Well, then
they had a lot of #1 hits... but the albums did not sell the way that you would think.
Well, then I think it's very rare.
I'm trying to even think back to the last time that the Oscar winner was even the biggest movie of the year. I think that was probably Titanic, which wouldn't have been my own personal pick.
No.
But it's very rare for a popular movie to win the Oscar, the critical pick.
Maybe was Chicago a popular film? Like,
not #1 movie of the year. It made money. But didn't make, summer blockbuster type money.
Lord of the Rings possibly won the box office gross.
You're probably right about that.
The third one did win Best Picture.
You're right about that. So
Yeah.
if that may have won that year.
Yeah. But,
But that also wouldn't have won mine.
Yeah, usually the box office thing is comic book movies anyway. So, you can't say that they are the best film of the year.
I mean, right now, Leno is the most watched late night fucking show. But about all the shows of late night, he probably would come in last for me. And yet people love him. In the Midwest, the South, probably even people on the coast. There's a lot of fucking seeds out there.
Yeah, it's just because it seems like he's broad. You know, he's not specific. And if you're going to be something of great quality, I don't think you can be broad. If you're going to be something of great quality, you have to be, like, almost very specific. You know, like a Scorsese, like a Woody Allen. It's going to appeal to such a small audience, but they are the best.
Now, Woody Allen, we brought this up before. The year that he won the Oscar, he said it was the lowest grossing film ever to win a fucking Oscar. He still talks about that. So I don't know what prestige comes into that.
Right, it just seems like it seemed like a job that Jon Stewart was working for. And now, if he didn't go for it, I would think he would be disappointed. And that's
Who said he was working for it?
And that's me trying to read his mind. I thought CBS had talked to him before about a late night gig.
Yeah, about following Letterman?
Yeah.
Who would want that? I think his show now, in terms of prestige, he's the one who wins the Emmys, not even Letterman and Leno.
That's
I
true.
mean, I don't know what you consider prestige, but he's the one who has the critical fucking support.
Critical, politicians, people in rock.
People in rock.
People in rock and roll.
All right, give me one.
Dave Grohl. He's like, this is the best talk show on TV.
So if Dave Grohl likes it, you like it. That's fucking hysterical. You are a nutty bastard.
He's a good drummer.
You are a fucking nutty bastard.
I like my drummers.
Why can't you drum then?
I can. I'm just.
You're not as good as Mikey Background.
Doubtful. I'm sure I'm better than Mikey D, but I mean, not that anyone cares. I know I'm a good drummer. I just, I'm no Keith Moon.
Why don't you have a band?
I don't have enough time for a band, Mr. Bennington.
You have 3 hours a day, busy. 3 hours a day is all you have to deal with.
I have nowhere to practice unless I could keep my set in here.
Why wouldn't you be able to? We kept a coughing in here and everybody loved it. Everybody loved it. Tom wants to call into us. All right, Tom, you're on the Ron and Fez show. How are you, buddy? Tommy, we got you?
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last best, greatest movie was The Godfather. When that was out, everybody knew it was the best. It was #1 at the box office, took Best Picture.
Well, you know, like we said before, Titanic did the same thing as The Godfather, where it was the biggest movie of all time and then won the Oscar. That's the same thing The Godfather did.
It was, huh?
Yeah.
Then a few years after that, wasn't Rocky the #1 picture?
I don't know whether it was the #1 picture, and it won the Oscar for Best Picture, but it really wasn't better than Network. I mean, Network holds up.
That's true.
And Rocky was actually a very inexpensively made movie. It was made for almost nothing, and nobody knew who Sylvester Stallone was, so that was kind of cool on that level. And then what did he do with what we gave him? He shit all over it. He literally diarrhea shit all over it. Casey said Jon Stewart did a late-night talk show in the mid-'90s, and it didn't do well. Yeah, he did have that failed talk show.
I remember he had like a syndicated one. Didn't he have one on MTV?
He had an MTV one, and he fucking scrambled around with a couple of things before this one show worked.
He was the host of You Wrote It, You Watch It. Remember that?
Yeah, it's cringy. It's
And,
cringy.
and the weird thing was that a lot of that was written by the guys from the state, but wasn't that good for either.
Here's our buddy Fred from Brooklyn. Hello, Fred.
Hey, what's up, guys? I got to hear that Pepper Hicks and Johnny show in replay. Really good. Really good. But I've been inviting Dave to my house every week since he moved to Brooklyn to just play the drums. I set up a drummioke system. Where you can pick the song of your choice and play the drums along with it. And he never has time for me either.
He is afraid of your marijuana. He fears you and your marijuana.
The last time I hung out with you, Freddie, I felt like I got dosed.
You stood in the circle. I had nothing to do with it.
You did. You got in the circle. You hit the same pot as everybody else. How did you get dosed? if you're smoking the same thing as everyone,
I don't know. Maybe their blood's used to it.
You're a fucking non, my friend. A non-fucking partier.
With pot. Not with booze.
Call K-Rob in. With everything, you can't fucking handle anything. K-Rob, what are you doing using the same song as Mooch? I got high hopes for you.
I did that late last night. I had no idea there was another parody song going down.
Why wouldn't you try to get your song on before Mooch, and then you would have looked like the hero? You gotta remember something about Mooch. He's going to be the artist in residence.
All right.
Fred, I'm sorry about Dave insulting you.
I'll come over soon. Fred, I promise. I'll come over soon.
Peace. Jenny, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Jenny, take a ride. You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hi. I was just going to say about Friends. Like, when that was on the air, it was a great TV show. Everyone loved it. But it didn't win tons of Emmys or anything. Like, barely any of the cast was up for Emmys, just like with the movie thing.
Yeah, it was a hideous TV show. And it was a pretty version of Seinfeld. And they literally said when they did this, they go, this is what Seinfeld would be if we got to cast it, not Larry David. They always had a problem that Seinfeld was an ugly show. So that what they wanted to have was a pretty version of Seinfeld.
Now, I remember when that came out, I remember black people were losing their minds because they said it was a ripoff of the show that was on Fox called Living Single.
Never heard of it.
It was with, she used to play Tootie, Kim Fields.
So you feel like Friends ripped off Tootie. That's your thing here.
It was a similar plot. You know, a bunch of friends living, single life in New York City.
Doesn't that sound like Seinfeld to you that came along before Living Single?
I think that Living Single was on before Seinfeld also.
Earl, you're thinking of Facts of Life.
So you think now Seinfeld was ripped off by Living
I'm not saying
Single?
that at all.
You're saying Seinfeld was Tootie. Is anyone looking this up? Is anybody looking? Give us what year Living Single came out. All you got to do is hit Google. IMDb.
Living Single.
K-Rob, you can get involved as well.
No,
You're over there using a goddamn IMDb computer. Look, there's one right next to you. Right next to you. Right next to Fez. So I've never heard this before. Once again, Whitey steals from the black man. Living Single, the most hysterical show in the world, starring Tootie.
It actually ran for about, I think, 4 or 5 years. It ran for a while, too.
What was it, on BT?
It was on Fox. It was a popular Fox show, too, among blacks.
Sure.
Did you see it, Fez?
I've heard it was Queen.
I've never heard of it.
Was Queen Latifah on it?
I believe she was on that show also.
Because that was the first place I had heard of Queen Latifah, but I never watched this thing.
Earl also thinks Sanford and Son inspired ER.
All right. Now, I love this. Give me Friends and Seinfeld. Yeah. Print them both up for me. So, once again, Whitey does the fucking deal, right? Whitey rips off everything. Why do you always think that way? K-Rob, you got to stop rolling around
I'm sorry.
like that. It's just
Too
so
loud.
fucking loud.
I'm just really
Sound
big,
like
I
the
guess.
Persian army was coming. Don't put yourself down. You're losing weight. You
All
look
right.
fantastic.
Thanks.
But it's just so loud that people cannot hear our show.
All right.
Yeah. You want to get up and help K-Rob? He's printing things up. He's making things... K-Rob, you want to get up and help
Yeah,
Graz?
I'll
He's
help.
printing things up. He's making things happen. Fezzi, do not make me be the executive producer of this show anymore. I want you to be able to be on these guys. Look at Earl. He's relaxed. He knows he doesn't have the gig anymore.
Right.
But it shouldn't come back to Ronnie B. All right, here we go. Here comes Graz bringing me all the information. And these would be the debuts of this.
Yeah.
Living Single, 1993. The show that it ripped off, Seinfeld, 1990. So somehow,
I didn't say
Seinfeld. You said it was before Seinfeld.
I thought it was before. Okay, I was wrong with that, but it was definitely before Friends.
No.
Friends was 1994.
Oh.
So you could say Friends, as well as Living Single, ripped off Seinfeld.
No, I wouldn't say like the plot of Living Single wasn't as oddball as Seinfeld was. Seinfeld
Comedic.
Went out into this whole other different direction with.
It was about single friends living in New York together. Period.
I know, but there wasn't no Living Single episode about the puffy shirt. And,
Well, you could say the same thing for Friends. They're not as fucking bright as Seinfeld either. But fucking Seinfeld didn't act like, oh, you got ripped off by Friends. The way the fucking you're acting like somehow Friends ripped off Living Single.
I'm just saying it was out there in the black community that this was a direct.
It was also out there in the black community that OJ was set up by the cops. But now in hindsight, we know that didn't happen. When is this coming down in Vegas? I can't wait. I can't wait till they slap the cuffs on OJ.
I don't know when they this thing goes to trial.
That was next month in November. That's how fast.
Rovember.
I thought it was next month.
Rovember. Fezzy, are you going to E-Rock's wedding?
I don't think I'm going to make it to his wedding.
Then why is all the heat on me? Did you get invited, Dave?
Yes, I did. But it's, again, in 2008.
And it's in Orlando, right?
Yeah. Can't predict the future.
It's too far out.
I'm not going to say yes to anything in 2008.
And I think a wedding should be like, I don't know, 2 blocks away. You know, it should be somewhere, and I'm not even saying it has to be in Upper Manhattan, but it should be in Manhattan.
Yeah, I
don't like to leave the borough.
I don't have
let
the
alone the state, and even the fucking, the old, what I call the Union. We're leaving the Union and we're going down to the Confederacy.
Who has the money to go to Florida? Or besides the hosts, but the producers of the show don't have the money to go to Florida. That's for sure.
They're renting out Disney World for a week.
This is why E-Rock tells everybody he thinks I don't like him. And I've never been nothing but nice to him. But he thinks that I don't like him. Derek, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you doing, Mr. Big?
Yeah.
I got I know it's awkward to come to Earl's defense, but Drew Carey actually said when he was doing his show on Warner Brothers, on the Warner Brothers lot, that it was like talked amongst the executive there that they took the idea for Friends exactly from the scripts from Living Single and basically just put it and cast them at white people as kind of like a thing. He wrote a book after he finished his television show, and there's a whole chapter in there about basically how Friends ripped off Living Single.
Wait a minute. You read a book written by Drew Carey? This is where we are in America?
Yes, I did. And there was 2 chapters of nothing of dick jokes.
Mm. Yeah. All right. Again, I'm not saying that Living Single wasn't first. I'm saying Seinfeld was around before all of them. And Rhoda was around before that. So what else? What else do you have for a fucking, how many sitcom premises are there? Did everything rip off the Honeymooners?
Pretty much, yeah.
It isn't ripping it off. It's fucking, did everything rip off Shakespeare? But Shakespeare isn't running around like you, Earl. Damn, we got ripped off by that. Sanford and Son was about 2 English fucking white guys. You don't bring that up. Gene, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
I was going to say to Earl, aren't most sitcoms, their general premise about single people living in some big city?
You've got 2 fucking sitcom premises. We're single people working together, or we're married people trying to make things happen. That's the whole fucking bit.
No, but the 2 just kind of were very similar. 5 friends.
What about
one was 6.
Yeah.
Friends had 6 friends. And Gunther.
What about the single guy starring the great Jonathan Silverman? No one talks about that, but that could have been even before Living Single.
I doubt it very much because that was came on after Friends.
Well, all right. How about Caroline in the City?
Caroline in the City. I forgot that.
A cartoonist.
The great Leah Thompson.
Fez, when are you going to get in this second coffin?
I guess we're going to have to get the coffin back here as soon as we can. And I got to do another day in it.
Let me ask you this, Dave. You watch all these you still watch cartoons, right?
Yes.
Do you ever watch, because this came up with a friend of mine who I will not mention, but this person watches Degrassi Junior High. Have you ever heard of this? Would you be comfortable? I see you laughing at this. So you know what I'm talking about, Pitts.
Yes, I do.
Would you be comfortable watching a kid's show as an adult? Is it okay for adults to watch shows that are just for kids?
Yes, I think so.
Or is that almost Kid toucher-ish.
Oh, no. I think you get to stay in touch with what's going on with kids today. I like the show where...
you stay in touch with their vaginas, their anuses, their budding breasts.
It's just the way...
What show do you watch?
I like the show that Mike Ditka used to be a basketball coach. And, of course...
I saw a commercial for that. Was it Ditka or was it the other guy?
They substituted him afterwards, but Ditka was a part of it, and then they used another football guy as well. But yeah,
they used the old guy from Monday Night Football, right? I think he was like an ex-Detroit Lion.
Mike Golick?
No, before him. Like a guy from like the 60s or the 70s.
Alex Karras?
Alex Karras, yeah.
Alex Karras Ditka had a show too, where he was doing with the kids. Alex Karras, you might be thinking of Webster.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
All right. What about for you, Earl? You ever watch any shows that have kids in them?
No, I'm usually.
Why not?
You see it as kid touchery?
It is way too creepy.
Pitsy, what do you got for me?
I watched The Sweet Life with Zach and Cody on the Disney Channel, and they're like the boy version of the Olsen twins.
All right. Now this is a weird thing. Are they like mop tops?
Yeah.
I walk into work past CBS morning show, right? They had an interview with those two boys standing out there, and I'm like, who the hell are they? Because every time they went to talk, all these little girls would scream instead of listening to them talk. So I thought it was like really fucking adorable, but sick. Now, why would you watch a show about two little boys?
It kind of brings me back to the Full House era of TV where it was innocent and it was clean fun, and I just love it. And there are two hot chicks on there that are actually 21 years old, but they play younger parts.
You're uncomfortable. I don't even believe you.
It sort of makes you feel good, though. It makes you feel like a kid again. That's why I like to watch them, and the plot lines are easy to follow as well.
Does it make you feel like a kid to kiss other children?
No.
Here's Dennis. Dennis, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Go ahead, Dennis.
Hey, Ronnie. It's the guy that called up last week congratulating you on the interview with Mencia.
What can I do for you this week, Dennis?
Hey, I got a show you got to watch. It's called The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
Never heard of it, Fez?
No, I don't know what this one is.
Here is Matt. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
Yeah, hey, buddies. Yeah, most of those teen shows, first of all, the girls are really hot, and they're not really teenagers. They're probably 20. And one of them even has a couple of lesbos on it, so that's good watching.
What show's this?
Dave probably knows. I can't remember the name of it, but it's one of those...
Just because you guys call them lesbians and say that they're 20 doesn't mean that they are. Hey, Wayne. Wayne, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie B. I just heard Dave complaining that he doesn't have the money to go down to Orlando, but I heard a couple of guys on the Opie and Anthony show this morning giving E-Rock shit that it wasn't in Hawaii. Stan and Sam.
Of course.
Of course. They would be able to go to fucking Tokyo
Sure.
The little rich boys.
Fucking silver spoon.
Let me just say something to high society. Take dead aim on the rich boys and take them down. Robert, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ronnie B. I just wanted to ask Dave if he wasn't sure that the fact that he liked Degrassi High was that they had some really cute high school boys on that, or just gay as all get out.
Thank you. Kevin, you're on Ron and Fez. You try again. Kevin, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Dave, this is why people don't like you, man. You are so stupid. It was a show called Hang Time. It was Dick Butkus, not Mike Dicka. You probably have your dick.
You kind of Chicago's mixed up.
All right, Dick
Big
Butkus.
ass prize closet. All right, that does make more sense.
I thought I really was saying Mike Ditka.
Then I got him confused with Alex Karras. Yeah, you did say
All
that.
right, then I totally fucked up, but it was Dick Butkus. But that's why I never understood why they had Dick Butkus, one of the best football players, coaching a basketball team.
Yeah, nothing makes sense.
He finally got to break type.
Nothing makes sense in a kid show. Fernando, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey guys, 1519 here.
Yeah.
Hooah! I think Caveman is a ripoff of the What's Happening show.
You shit all over Caveman. Why do you hate that, Dave? I haven't seen it yet.
I don't think it's funny at all, and in fact, it seems way too gimmicky.
Did you think the commercials were funny?
No, I didn't like the commercials at all.
Okay, because I thought the commercials were funny, but I haven't seen the TV show. How's it doing, Fez?
It drops like half of its audience week to week. It's doing horrible now.
Really?
Caveman.
And right now, it's just a standard sitcom, comedy about single people.
You know who watches every week is Homestar. Homestar, what do you think of Caveman?
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Ron and Fez, XM 202.